think it sounded exactly how it should have. And I'll tell you all about when I see you again. It's been. Why isn't it starting? Ah, there it is. Took a while. No, I'm gonna lose my points for not doing it. I just need. Oh, there it is. It finished. And I'll tell. Ooh. Ooh. And I'll tell you. Bro, where's the music? Come on. I've been streaming for like a minute. For a couple seconds. And then the bull Brian gets charred. Oh, is my thing lagging? Why? Unstable connection. Poor network connection detected. Whoa.
Damn.
Is it lagging or what?
This string?
Mm-hmm. It's telling me it has poor connection. I don't know why. It's been forever. Attack spinner. Fuck you, spinner. Yeah, I don't know why it's being laggy. I can see clearly know the rain is going. Finally done with this bullshit. Alright, deposit that, we'll deposit this for now.
Do you still show us that? It looks fine on mine.
It looks fine. Oh, it's saying that it's already running good. I don't know what it was that was doing that. Guess because I hadn't done it in a while. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Look, your boy's gonna look a little better. Are you watching? Are you watching, baby?
I can't really tell what the fuck you are in the thing.
Can you see me? Can you see me, baby?
Hold on. I really can't, from what I'm seeing.
What do you mean? What are you looking
Like,
at?
well, hold on. Like, it's because I'm like doing like two things.
Ah.
And so like the other thing, like when I looked at you, like right now, it kind of looked like how your inventory looks, but I just saw like a bunch of blocks. But I think that's like your house now, or whatever,
No, I'm in the mini
or like
game.
where that building was.
Yeah, I was in a building, yeah. Let me know when you're looking at me, baby. I'm
All right, go
here
for it.
without you, baby. Oh, there's music, but I can't even hear it. Alright, look. You see how
Oh,
my
look at you.
character looks? All ugly and shit. Look at this, look at this. Boom, the gloves. Boom, the scarf.
Boom! Watch out! Watch out!
Boom. And finally, boom. Look at that. So pretty. Alright.
Like a completely different person.
It's like I don't even know who HCIM. Right. I have the best ranging gear that I'll have for the longest fucking time. That is so sad. Alright, let's go try to get a cape. Whee! Hey, somebody's doing it here also. Alright. Come here, bitch. Let's tag you, and I think it's this one. I don't know. Do 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 do. This fucking thing doesn't want to die. Die! Ha 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 ha.
Kill it dead, bro.
I gotta kill it dead. I wanna kill it to live. There's only two things that I want from this fucking piece of shit. Come on, give it to me. Garbage. Pew. Oh no. There it is. Hehe. Like, he can't get past that. He has accepted his fate.
Like, well, I guess I'll just die.
Let's... No, not all. Tag. Tag those two pieces of shit. Eee, level 59. Can I hit harder now? Can I? Come on. Stop hitting 2s and 0s. No, I think 13's still my highest. I don't even have a ring on. That is so sad. I just realized that. I should put on a golden ring. Does nothing for me, but it's fashionscape, baby.
Fashionscape.
Fashionscape. Which is basically this amulet that I'm wearing. It really does nothing for me.
It goes with the fit.
Yeah, baby. Hey, a pirate. Yes, I'll take your chest. Ring, coin, and a ring. Hey, got a gold amulet. Drop. I guess I should have gone to go buy more shit. Bro, they really need to update the graphics.
No, you don't. They're fine.
I mean, no. I mean, now that they are promoting it through Steam, they should be getting a lot more players, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So they should have more income for a graphics update. Like the graphics update pre-EOC, which is the evolution of combat on the other game. Bro, those are really nice. The armor looked nice. The textures and everything looked really nice. But then after pre-OC, I mean after EOC, it just wasn't the same. They completely revamped it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. It's a major breakdown. I want one of those things now, bro.
A kazoo.
A kazoo. You're my kazoo. At what level can I get the Tsar? Ozars to Tsar. Kahit. It's a pizza cone. Come on, I know you're the one. Give it to me, bitch.
Yo, out of the Juan.
He gave me nothing other than Tokul. It's a mental breakdown.
Beep 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 pop. Beep 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 pop.
Should I? Oh no, I need crafting level for that. Never mind. So sad, bro. Starting from zero again. Let me see. Elion. I haven't checked any news about it. Ooh, they did stuff on their website. Advanced reservation. Oh, but it's for over there. Sadness. Di-di-di-di-di. Nothing again. How many points do I need so I can unlock the Tazar? No.
It's gonna be in your head all day now.
It's been in my head since that day.
Since that fateful day.
Since that fateful October night.
When JFK got shot in the head.
Yeah, baby. He became the Big Rip. Let me see. Vaneka.
Can't say that.
Whoa. It's this guy's name, bro. Oh, he doesn't assign Tazars. No. Maybe it has to be Calder? I really don't know how to say that name. Chalder? No.
Caldor.
Why? Why? What? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ah, somebody crashed me. Now I'm gonna have to hop. Let's go to 312. Babe, go to YouTube and look up It's a Mental Breakdown video. Huh? I said babe. Yeah.
Raymond seems like he's on the edge of a mental breakdown.
The first one. But you have to put the volume up. That was it. It is hilarious. I'm gonna buy one of those so I can sing that song.
And you're also gonna put it the wrong way at first.
Bro, I can try doing it with the Karina, but it doesn't really sound the same. It doesn't sound the same. Yeah, I'm pro with the ocarina. You're just jealous. Yes, what? I just started the stream. What are my 2 followers gonna say? Or 2 viewers gonna say? It does, that's what viewer says. No. Babe, they're paying for my chocolate. It's a mental breakdown. Yeah. I have to take a fucking piss. I'll go after killing this. Oh no. Not even close. What is this? Why is there a pencil here? Edit stats and panels. No. Still nothing. What did I say the drop rate was? 1 in 500. Bro, get the fuck out of the way so that thing can come over here. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. I'll be right back. I. Did I get anything? Damn. You're supposed to be taking care of my character, Alex. Now
You didn't tell me.
Now he's dead.
I'm glad he's dead.
Whoa, I would have to start another one. Actually, I will have to start another one once Group Iron Man comes out. Report player. Did it not let me report player? Report player for advertising websites. You see this bow that I'm using? I only have it because Dan's not on. Because I can't progress. See, this is why I need 3 monitors. One of them is gonna be for the stream, the other one for when I'm playing, and the third one for YouTube. So Sad. Come on, game. Give me the cape. That's all I'm looking for. Oh shit. Shit. You thought you
You good?
had me. This thing hit me twice, and I lost 22 HP out of my 60. I haven't had to charge my phone in like 2 days. That's pretty cool. Time to charge it.
I guess I'll draw.
Draw this dick, baby.
You want me to draw a dick just for you?
Mm-hmm. Should know it. We know it. We all know it. It's a mental breakdown. Mm-hmm. When the fuck did I kill a woman? Should I be using magic to level up my magic to 57? I mean, I will need bones to patches. But I don't have any magic gear. And I don't want to go back to the other place. Nah, I'm good. What's this? We have some crackers here, baby. Bro, you should be drawing a "Will Be Back Soon" stream wallpaper for your boy. Yours for
That
you
would be
should
good,
for you.
but I'm very invested into this dick.
What?
I said
Yeah.
that sounds like a good idea, but I'm very invested into the dick.
Yeah. I see how it is. Look, I can smell it right here. OBK. Damn, nothing. That is sad. You know. Oh, run. Haha. Not even close, baby. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I would freak out if the little cone winked or something, or it started moving.
What?
Because I have cone from Bleach on the camera. Imagine if you just started dancing.
I'd be
Fucking
like,
ran
oh,
away.
Raymond, how are you doing that? And you're like,
What?
you're fucking doing what?
Just thinking about redoing all of these quests. Whoa.
Got your nuts tight.
Mm-hmm. Hey, an emerald. Bro, they're not letting the fucking monster pass. There you go. There you go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Huh? Yeah, I'm hungry. What are you gonna make? Time to eat my other cracker. Whoa. Don't scare me like that, brother. Wait, so when you're drawing, are you looking at the screen or are you looking at the pad?
I'm looking at the screen. Look what I sent you.
Yeah, baby.
Dick, man.
Jack, man. I don't think you could have done it better. Perfect. You just need to make his neck a little more veiny. You know?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I wanted to make it a little longer, maybe a little more veinier too.
No, I think the length is good.
Just like fucking chucked up veins everywhere. It's a masterpiece.
Beautiful.
Perfection. I literally had to look up drawing of dicks for reference.
What you mean? Just look down, baby.
Nah, mine don't look like that.
You don't have to be modest, bro. Come on.
It hurts me that you think I'm being modest.
Need to clean my fucking desk. Nothing again. Your boy is the big sad. Bro, I bought a ring that it was supposed to be like a dragon ring, and it's way too big.
I thought you were gonna say you fucking bought a dragon ring and then like the fucking the keychain they sent you a fucking dragon.
Like a fucking thing. I was expecting a small little keychain. It's a mental breakdown. What's this cable for? Thank you, babe. I love you too, babe. You mean the world to me, babe. I was fucking starving. I was dying. I almost forgot to eat my life away. Come on, give it to me. Damn it. How many have I killed? I've killed 28. Oh, what happened to the stream? There it is.
I don't know. I was gonna say I'm like I can see.
You see gray.
I'd be very concerned if I did.
That is Valhalla, bro. Everyone wants to join Valhalla. Or visit it. Bro, what if they told you that you have the option to visit heaven, but at the cost of your sanity?
Like if I came back to Earth, like I was like fucking insane.
Like you
Or what?
Yeah, like you were one of those crazy people.
It's like I know what heaven's like. I know what it is.
And that's all you would focus on. Like you lost your job because of it. Like you lose everything because you're just too crazy. Like it just made you go insane knowing the truth. Would you do it?
Probably. It's like even more if I got to experience it too, like like be there in heaven.
Yeah.
I would have been like nothing on earth is gonna beat that. So it's like fuck you. Why the fuck do I care?
Hey, 54 HP. What if it was at the cost of anime?
Are you going too far, sir?
Like you still loved anime, but you couldn't watch it anymore.
You're going too far, sir. None of that blasphemy here.
Every time you tried watching it, whatever device you were trying to watch it in would just blow up.
That's not how this is going down, sir. Life finds a way, sir.
Boom. Just commit the big rip.
I want to sign into my like Twitter on here, but at the same time, I don't know what the fuck my shit is.
Ain't no beat 69, bro. What do you mean?
Oh, look at that! I signed it.
First try.
Give me the fucking dark mode.
I don't
Who the fuck
remember
uses light mode?
what this cable's for. Damn, for a second I thought it dropped me something because it took a while to load.
Mhm.
But it just gave me nothing. Life is but an illusion. You never know what you're gonna get. Jenny. Don't think I need this box anymore. Just gonna throw it away. I do have an Apple sticker. What do I do with an Apple sticker? Nothing. Why do they give Apple stickers? Like, are you supposed to put it on your phone or what?
It's for you to put it on like your vehicle or shit, so you could like show people that like you can afford an iPhone. That's about like the only use for the stickers I see.
I'm gonna put it on my monitor. It's an Apple monitor.
I'm just gonna have to scroll through my fucking feed because I can't find this stupid picture.
Boom. Where can I put this stickers, or should I just throw them away? Let's see.
Oh, I found it.
I knew you'd find it. Crazy son of a gun. Nothing again. Just give me the cape so I can get the hell out of here. I don't even want the shield anymore. Oh, yes, I do. I do want the shield. Sorry. Sorry, I lied. I should just become a magician.
It's definitely an option that you can do.
I think I can do it. What do they have that I don't have? Talent? Heh, talent's overrated. I'm gonna keep it separated. That's not even what the song says.
Bless you.
You're welcome.
Boom.
Nothing again, baby. Schedule for next week before I forget. What are you doing now, bro?
Hmm?
What are you drawing now?
Let me download the picture.
Is it beautiful?
Mine? No.
What do you mean?
But like I love this one character design in this one picture. And so I'm just trying to draw something like it, but like doing like something different.
Damn.
Where the fuck is the picture? I just saved it. There it is. Ah. I don't think it's saved right.
Mm-mm.
Codenamed Cherry Stone, as part of a weapon series aptly titled Vengeance Weapons, or V-Weapons. These were intended for strategic terror bombings to instill fear in the hearts of civilians. The V1s were launched towards the UK in spots where Allied forces grouped starting in
Hold on.
1942.
I'm gonna have to put it in Adobe Illustrator, export it as a JPEG so I can fucking send it to your ass.
The V1 was powered by an Argus pulse jet engine, the only mass-produced manned aircraft to use such a system, that pulsed 50 times per second and generated an ominous noise. A terrifying buzzing that colloquially baptized the V1 the Buzz Bomb or the Doodle Bug. It is said that this sound caused considerable psychological distress, as targets could hear the noise but not know where the bombs would land, especially when several V1s were simultaneously present. Due to the short range of the engine type, most of the V-1 flying bombs headed to the UK needed to be launched from neighboring France or the coastal regions of the Netherlands. By the end of the war, over 10,000 V-1s had been launched towards Britain at speeds up to 400 miles per hour, 640 kilometers per hour, and at altitudes up to 3,000 feet. These attacks decreased as the Allies took back the launching ports from the Third Reich, ending attacks on the English in 1944. Among countermeasures was the use of Hawker Tempests to intercept bombs. Rather than shooting the V-1s and risking a mid-air explosion, the planes would approach within 6 inches, 15 centimeters, to induce an aerodynamic flip. The difference in air pressure above the plane's wing would disrupt the airflow over the V-1 surface and send it crashing before it reached a populated area. The last V-1 launching port was reclaimed by the Allies in March of 1945 in the Low Countries. Operation Wandering Soul. Operation Wandering Soul was a U.S. propaganda and psychological warfare campaign against the Viet Cong launched during the Vietnam War. The operation was inspired by Project Ghost Army, a tactic used in World War II by the Allied forces where they would play recordings of moving Sherman tanks so that the Wehrmacht would be fooled into believing that more tanks were present than there actually were. Operation Wandering Soul was developed by the 6th Psychological Operations Battalion, or 6th PSYOP, of the U.S. The Navy was charged with the actual execution. From speakers mounted on swift boats and helicopters, U.S. soldiers broadcast an unsettling soundtrack titled Ghost Tape Number 10, with supernatural sounds, funeral music, mournful wailing, and altered voices from the afterlife. The imagined ghosts implored the Viet Cong soldiers to surrender and go home, lest their souls meet a similar fate. South Vietnamese participants helped the U.S. record haunting messages such as, quote, "Don't end up like me. Go home, friends, before it's too late."
Creepy shit.
See, did it do it?
Hmm?
Damn. I hate that it's like not saving as a file that I wanted to. I hate that like and Discord does not allow you to see that sort of file.
By instilling fear that the souls
Tell
of
it.
lost
Fuck
soldiers
you,
were now
Discord.
aimlessly wandering the jungle. This targeted the belief that the dead must be buried in their homes, surrounded by friends and family, or bad fortune will follow, and that the deceased must be buried properly in their homeland, where their soul will
I'll just send you the link to the fucking picture.
While the United States might have successfully spooked some members of the Viet
Oh,
Cong,
there you go. You can see it in the bottom there.
the effect of the campaign, since those who responded to the
okay.
recording usually met enemy fire.
So you're trying
But
to draw
the-
that?
Cases, the
No,
Vietnamese recognized
but the one,
for what
just
it
the
was,
one
and actually shot
that's
the
like
direction that
with
helicopter
like black and pink.
the speakers.
Oh, okay, the one like sideways.
Jericho trumpets.
I love that character design. I love it.
You're welcome.
Mounted on the U-87B dive bomber, Jericho trumpets were the
You're
propaganda
welcome,
symbol
bro.
of German air
I don't
might.
know what you're saying. You're welcome for it, but
You're
dive
welcome.
bomber, also known as Stuka, was being produced at a
I
rate of
saw that in a
16
dream.
months, making a total of 336 planes by the time the second
what
World
is
War
it?
broke out.
Anal beads.
The propeller
That
driven
mutated
sidearms on the U-87B
from inside
had a
Venom's
diameter
ass.
of 2.3 feet, 0.7 meters, and produced a piercing wail that was used to pummel enemy morale and enhance the
The fucked up
interrogation
thing is you're not even like that far off.
20
I'm like, what?
That's how it came to
What?
be, or what?
Alternatively,
Well, they're not anal beads, but
that would sound upon release.
they did come from Venom.
Historians debate whether the idea of including these trumpets came from Luftwaffe Colonel General Udet or from Hitler himself. The U-87B played a crucial role in the successes of the Blitzkrieg warfare, whereby the Germans launched rapid attacks from a densely packed line of combined infantry and air support to create gaps in their enemy's lines of defense and complicate any defense with a constantly altered war front. These trumpets became a symbol of terror for opponents of the Third Reich regime, intimidating as any war cry may be. Especially horrific was hearing these planes approach towns or cities packed with civilians. As the planes launched their strike, falling like lightning from the sky, this is what people heard.
That is some scary shit. I'm watching 5 creepiest sounds of war ever recorded, and it's like, bro, war is scary.
You want to go to war?
Yeah, baby.
The death whistles were named
It's
after the
just like,
conquest of Canaan
you know,
during the
whatever
biblical
each
battle of
side
Jericho,
comes up with,
recorded in the book of Joshua, detailing how
they're
Israelites blew
thinking of
triumphant
the
trumpets around
worst
Canaan
way
after
possible
bringing
that
the walls of the
somebody's
city
gonna
down.
suffer, you know?
The Third Reich used the
So
claim
they
of the
come up
Jericho
with
trumpets,
this,
much
all
like
this
some
shit
kings of
that
Judah
it's
had used the
just,
story of the original battle as propaganda. The
it's
downside
not
of these horrific
creepy, but
trumpets
it's
was that they slowed the planes down,
like,
making them
damn.
less mighty in the face
Unsettling.
of modern Allied
Yeah.
aircraft. After the Battle of Britain in 1940, around 20% of the total U-87Bs had been destroyed, and the fear inspired by its trumpets had been replaced with a better understanding of how to defeat the planes.
And that's coming up. Let's mute that. And now skip ad, unmute. I
Curiously,
can mute by
survivors
pressing the
from
letter M. I
the
didn't know that.
Nagasaki atomic bomb hypercenters did not note hearing the explosions. John Hersey's 1946 report for the New Yorker stated that there was a, quote, noiseless flash. Those further away, however, recalled being hit by a tremendous crack as the air expanded, followed by a groan from the earth that reverberated through the bones. A then third witness who saw the bomb explode, Kimura Yoshiro, said the following, quote, "Everything turned yellow. It was like I'd looked right at the sun. Then there was a big sound a second or two later, and everything went dark. The sound, like a cannon going off, reaches those at a safe distance far later than the site of the explosion. This seemingly disjointed experience happens because light travels faster than sound, and anyone close enough to hear an explosion at the exact time it happens would theoretically be obliterated by the blast.
Whoa.
High-quality recordings of nuclear explosions with sound are a rare find. This unedited audio from the Upshot Knothole Annie test is one of the only few publicly available of such an event, recorded in 1953 at the Nevada test site. A 16-kiloton atmospheric burst was broadcast nationally on live TV. It said that about an hour following the Hiroshima and Nagasaki explosions, the air was again cut by thunder that instead signaled a thick, black rain. Hitler's voice.
Hitler's voice? That's true. I've
Finally,
never actually
The
heard how
fifth
Hitler
creepiest sound
sounds.
of war is one that disturbs and chills hearts for its scarcity.
You've never heard how Hitler sounds?
Adolf
No.
Hitler's natural
Sounds like a
speaking
fucking
voice was
Chad.
secretly recorded during a private conversation in a rail car. It's
I'm
one of the
about to
only
hear him
recordings
for
in
the first
existence of
time.
the Fuhrer using his normal, non-shouting voice. Hitler's visit with Finland's General Carl Gustav Emil Mannerheim happened in secret. Hitler entered Finland with the excuse of congratulating Mannerheim for his birthday. Mannerheim received him at Imatra, not wanting to turn the visit into anything resembling an official state event. At the German's personal train, a sound engineer named Thor Dahmen was tasked with recording Hitler's official birthday message. Once that was done, he bravely continued to record for 11 minutes until the Fuhrer's SS guys became aware that the microphone was still on. They subtly threatened Dahmen and ordered the destruction of the tape. Instead, the tape was turned over to the Kustavikuna, the state's censorship office, and was made public a couple of years after 1957.
I like how no one like ever questions like, you know, his ideal person is like, you know, blonde, blue eyes, and you know, if you don't fit that description, like you should be dead.
But he
And it's
wasn't
like,
blonde.
like
Blue eyes.
I was like, that's what I mean. It's like no one like looked at him. It's like this nigga knows he's not blonde, right?
This is what his tranquil, chilling voice sounded like.
It's like if he
when it was
issues this order, he's gonna be the first one to go.
Like, this is how his voice sounds. I don't know if you could hear it.
Ich habe so bedauert, dass wir vor 2 Jahren dem finnischen Volk im ersten Freiheitskampf nicht helfen konnten. Aber es war nicht möglich, wir sind im Westen geblieben. Und ein Zweifrontenkrieg ist nicht durchführbar. Und ich bin sehr glücklich, dass wir jetzt zum zweiten Mal, ich hoffe dieses Mal endgültig, den Kampf gegen einen Gegner durchführen, der, wenn er siegen würde,
Fucking ad is coming out. Really. 3, 2, 1, skip.
It It was rumored that during the meeting, Mannerheim refused Hitler's request for Finland's help against the USSR after deducing Hitler's weak position by lighting a cigar and receiving no rebuke, in spite of the Fuhrer's widely known objection to smoking.
The Fuhrer didn't smoke. That's weird.
Andrew Books. This old photograph and a retiree's sharp memory were the keys to solving a 15-year-old drowning mystery. On June 13th, 1993, a body was found at the bottom of the Titicaca Reservoir. The victim was a young man in his late 20s who carried a backpack filled with rocks, but no ID or any other clue about his identity. For years, state police in Somers, New York, tried to identify the man, but his physical description didn't match any local missing person reports. Their only lead? This mysterious black and white photo that was found on the body. It shows an older man holding a small boy in his arms, wearing clothing from either the 1950s or 1960s. Authorities assumed that the child must be the drowning victim, but the investigation only produced dead ends.
What photos?
15 years later, they could finally put a name to the victim. Investigator Joe Phoebich sent the photo to the Berkshire Eagle paper of Western Massachusetts. There,
That's if
retired
I'm
teacher
available,
Terry
so.
Yakubis recognized the building behind the man and the child as one she had known back when she
Yeah.
lived on Long Island. It was the church auditorium in the village where she had lived for almost 50 years. Yakubis contacted her friend Donald Mullins, a retired Suffolk County police detective in Bellport, a small village in Brookhaven. He traveled to the town and quickly recognized the spot where the picture had been taken, a now empty residential lot.
No,
Mullins looked up the land's ownership history in the town's public record.
I don't know.
The detective discovered that the Bookless family had owned and lived in a house in the area where the photo was taken. However,
if
the
there's
house had
nothing
burnt
in there,
down a
disconnect
fire
it.
years before Mullins visit.
Disconnect the headphones also? They should be charged.
On January 25th, 2008, the medical examiner's office confirmed the victim's identity as Andrew Bookless. His 4 older siblings were notified immediately. They confirmed to police that the man in the picture was indeed Grandpa Bookless. The siblings' parents, John and Mariana, had died in 1994 and 2004 respectively. After Mariana died, the Bookless family had Andrew officially declared as dead. It is believed Andrew fell through thin ice at the reservoir in the winter of 1992 or 93, months before his body was found with a rock-filled pack strapped to his back. It's still unclear whether there was foul play, or if Andrew's death was purely accidental. Little Albert Experiment. The Little Albert Experiment is taught in every introductory psychology class. It was conducted in 1919 by behaviorist John B. Watson and grad student Rosalie Rayner. They attempted to one-up the Pavlovian dog conditioning process by using a child, seeking to prove that emotional reactions could be classically conditioned in people. The participant in the experiment was a baby, popularly known as Little Albert. When he was 9 months old, he was exposed to a series of stimuli, including a white rat, a monkey, a rabbit, masks, and burning newspapers. Initially, the infant didn't show any fear in his reactions, but the next time he was exposed to the rat, Watson made a loud noise, hitting a metal pipe with a hammer. Little Albert was startled by the sound and began to cry. The researchers conditioned the baby to expect a frightening noise whenever he saw the critter. Soon after, Albert would cry every time he saw the rat. The researchers wrote, quote, "The instant the rat was shown, the baby began to cry. Almost instantly, he turned sharply to the left, fell over on his left side, raised himself on all fours, and began to crawl away so rapidly that he was caught with difficulty before reaching the edge of the table." And while the experiment is one of psychology's most recognized, it is also widely criticized and raises many ethical concerns. There's no question that little Albert was harmed during the experiment. He became paralyzed by a fear that otherwise would never have existed. But what happened to little Albert? His identity was one of psychology's greatest mysteries, as he clearly could not have signed up to be a test subject. It is widely believed that since Albert and his mother moved away after the experiment, Dr. Watson did not work on removing Albert's conditioned fears. Most unpublished records related to the experiment and the baby's identity were burned by the researcher before his death. In 2009, psychologists Hall Beck and Sharman Levinson set out to track down the unfortunate infant's whereabouts. They managed to track him down and obtained this photograph of the boy. Douglas Merritt was the illegitimate child of nurse Arvia Merritt. who worked at the Johns Hopkins facility where Dr. Watson worked. Soon after the experiments, the baby and his mother moved away and disappeared. An FBI forensics team made a positive match between the blurry photo and others taken by the researchers at Johns Hopkins. Sadly, baby Douglas died at the age of 6 after developing hydrocephalus. Some theorize that Dr. Watson already knew of the child's disease and tried to conceal it from the public. However, others remain skeptical that Douglas was little Albert in the first place. Beast of Bodmin.
Beast of Bodmin.
The Bodmin Moor has sparked stories and legends for decades about a black cat-like creature the size of a puma roaming the Cornwall moors. Local livestock attacks have done nothing but fuel the rumors. Since 1978, over 60 reports have been filed about sightings of a large cat-like creature with sharp, prominent teeth and white-yellow eyes. Witnesses described it as a cross between a domestic cat and a panther. The reports have baffled local police for decades. Some people have recounted being chased by the powerful and fast creature. Others have recognized it in the distance, not quite believing their eyes. British scientists have disagreed on whether or not the moors of Cornwall could be home to a panther-like animal such as the Beast of Bodmin Moor. The place has icy weather, and there is no appropriate food supply for such a gigantic creature. Since its initial sightings in the 1970s, many photographs and footage have supposedly documented the beast's whereabouts. Rumors about the Beast of Bodmin Moor resurfaced after a lynx escaped the Dartmoor Zoo in 2016. Sightings could have been misidentified as the monster during the time the lynx roamed free before being recaptured. Along with some republished photos, this incident seemed to spark the memory of a retired zookeeper who worked for the famous circus trainer Mary Chipperfield. After closing her Plymouth Zoo in 1978, she supposedly released 3 pumas and several other animals into the wild. Cornwall landowners believe the pumas and their offspring are responsible for local livestock attacks and have likely died during cold winters. Wem Town Hall Ghost. In November 1995, Wem Town Hall in Wem, Shropshire, burnt to the ground. This photo was taken by sewage farm worker and amateur photographer Tony O'Rahilly as he stood across the road among the worried crowd. Ever since, the image has been hailed by many as compelling evidence of the existence of ghosts. As the fire was consuming the building, an apparition was apparently captured on camera. It showed a little girl wearing a dress and a bonnet,
I don't have any
standing
more
shyly behind a rail
gum.
while surrounded
That's
by
lame.
flames. The photo and its negative were sent to Dr. Vernon Harrison, the president of the Royal Photographic Society at the time. He analyzed both materials and concluded that the picture had not been doctored. He reported, quote, "The negative is a straightforward piece of black and white work and shows no sign of having been tampered with."
Alright,
However,
let's
Dr.
see.
Harrison also suggested
Dylan
that the
is
girl's image may
chilling.
have just been a convenient.
Haven't seen his videos in a while.
Who?
Dylan is chilling.
Poor guy still doesn't have any friends.
Hey, I got a diamond. Come here, baby.
This is where
Everybody is terrified of something, which is why I think this top 11 list of scary videos will terrify you for sure. Number 11. Salmon is supposed to be good for you. Extra inside of it that definitely isn't.
Ew, a worm inside the salmon.
As he captures the creature on video.
Oh,
25
shit.
seconds
A
is
rat.
when the worm finds a soft spot
Oh,
and plunges
shit.
back
And then he
inside.
just starts
This
fucking
video
dancing.
is especially terrifying when you realize this is not abnormal, nor is it the store's fault. Most salmon is infected with these worms, and improper cooking could introduce a live one into your system. So remember, worms wiggling in your food is a common occurrence that is occasionally caught on tape. And don't forget that you're still eating crunchy ones even when properly cooked. I think they should put a label about it on the packaging because most people probably don't know about this slimy little problem and could have eaten them already, including me and you. Number 10. A YouTuber named Connor Does Adventure returns to a creepy tunnel he visited in 2016, an eerie location where he once had a mysterious creature sighting that went viral and left all of his friends shook. Now he wants to return years later to see if the mysterious creature still haunts this tunnel. Everyone is too nervous to look into the darkness for long, so they quickly shine their light down the rest of the way and, crouched in the dark tunnel is this mysterious and strange figure lying in wait. This could be a rake sighting caught on camera because the mysterious creature is crouched down in a way that I've seen in other rake sighting videos, or it could just be one of their friends in a full bodysuit or something. I think this could be real because they never went back to look for a third time, rightfully fearing for their very lives. Before we go any further, this video was sponsored
No,
by
Dylan is chillin' has fallen to Raid's Shadow Legend.
Stress in her hurry to get room. Now it's time for his dad to get the creature out of his home and into
We
the
lost
light.
a good one.
Dad has been
We
flying
lost him.
everywhere, and he only has a few moments to act before it
Everybody
goes
and their
airborne
mothers,
again.
bro.
So he has no
This
choice but to
video is
put on
brought
some
to you
gloves
by
and catch the
Raid's Shadow
creature,
Legend.
and it's all caught on tape to make for a scary 3 a.m.
Oh,
video
man.
indeed. He lets out a terrified scream and fumbles the bat before recovering and taking it outside. I'm glad that everyone is alright, and that it didn't land on his face or anything, because it definitely would have defended itself, and there's no telling where that creature has been or what it has.
Trace, am I a hero or what?
Number 8. A ghost hunting YouTube channel in Russia called Dark Ghost Paranormal.
Oh, ghost
says they've
hunters
caught
in
real
Russia.
video evidence of
Yeah,
poltergeist
baby.
activity on camera while exploring an abandoned house that's haunted. After leaving cameras upstairs to record video evidence, Dark Ghost Paranormal goes exploring in the basement to investigate for any poltergeist activity. The entrance to the basement has been boarded up like somebody really didn't want anyone to get in, or maybe they were trying to prevent something from getting out, something paranormal. He gets a creepy feeling down here. The basement looks completely demolished, stuff thrown everywhere, and so he goes back upstairs, exploring
Mom's
the haunted
calling me.
basement.
Alright, hold on, Dylan is chilling. Hold on, bro. I'm back.
Must have set something free, because it isn't long before the poltergeist is coming to investigate these ghost hunters.
Whether you're looking to connect with customers, find new ones, or sell more of your awesome.
I'm back, baby. Don't do it, Alex. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it, bro.
Something scary happens behind him. The voice of a little ghost.
Do you remember that
suggests
fucking
Hold
OK
on, hold on.
Boomer
just
chick?
so happens to be a
Just go with my
child's
mom
height
and my
is no
sister
doubt
to pick 'em up.
possessed by the ghost of one. The ghost hunter examines the
Why?
area for a little bit, and just when he's about
Let's
to
go with
wrap up the paranormal investigation, the scary poltergeist
Why
activity
not?
picks up again.
My sister's gonna be with them. With her. Cause she was telling me
This
stuff.
angle gives us a better look at how close the dresser is to the
Oh,
wall.
kinda stuff.
Way too close for someone to have been hiding behind it. The heavy object is moving by itself, or from a ghost to be more precise, and so he leaves the abandoned house to further rot.
I don't want to drive. My
Number
stomach hurts.
7. What is
My
this
stomach has been
creature?
hurting all day.
Please, writes a YouTuber
Okay,
named
so like I said,
Indiana, to which
my
I have
stomach
but one
hurts. It doesn't
question
matter
in
how fast
return.
it is
Why are you still in front
or
of
not.
it? I would
Just
have
go
been
with them.
long
My sister's
gone.
gonna be with her.
Seriously though, it looks like some kind of toxic caterpillar, except here's the thing. This video was caught on camera on a
Yep.
boat while out at sea. I think we
Just
can
go
all
with
agree
them.
that the creature is covered in
You're
fur,
making me miss
something
Dylan
I've
and
never
children.
seen on any from a goat, some kind of toxic.
Take the salsa and the cups and the plates. Hmm? Hmm? You want this Apple stickers? I'll sell them to you. $5 each.
Caterpillar, except here's the thing. This video was caught on camera on a boat while out at sea. I think we can all agree that the creature is covered in fur, something I've never seen on any
Ew.
deep sea creature caught on tape before, and it's really bizarre. This video was posted in 2007 and I couldn't find anything else like it, so I'm not sure what this
That looks
mysterious
nasty.
deep sea creature is. I think it's laying on its side.
It's
and
like a
normally
chubby
crawls
caterpillar,
along the lighter colored
like the
bottom
size of your hand,
portion. Hopefully those long
and it's all watery and
protrusions
furry.
up and down its body are hairs and not sharp quills. Number 6. A YouTuber in Toronto called Nadell E claims to have heard scary sounds coming from the sky that many people have been calling sky trumpets. Tell me if you think these scary sounds from over the sky in Canada are real or fake. It's realistic how the sky sounds get louder after he opens the window. That could be editing. Some people are saying that they've heard this same sky noise, while others are saying that this has to be fake, and that they've heard the sound effect before, but don't say where they've heard it from. Likewise, Nadell E kind of says that this video is fake, but it might be sarcastic, like he's saying this event is real and one day you'll see. How do you interpret this comment? Here's the sky noise again. Tell me what this is and if you've heard it anywhere before. Number 5. This strange sky sighting was caught on camera flying over Bavaria, Germany in broad daylight. I noticed some weird things about the audio, but first, try and translate this mysterious conversation from German to English if you can.
Nein, das ist.
Come on, nothing. Your boy's gonna die inside. Hey.
Dude, I'm already there.
Yeah, baby.
And what was being
Cause I'm a
asked.
cowboy,
Anyway,
baby.
aside from that, listen again to the weird noise that the object itself makes.
Nein, das ist.
I guess it kind of looks like it could be a jet plane, but the wings are too big and it really doesn't sound like one. Tell me if you think this was an experimental aircraft caught on tape, or a strange sky sighting of something from another solar system. This is not a drone caught on video, but at the same time I'm curious as to what this actually is. Number 4. This old house is allegedly haunted by the angry spirit of a previous inhabitant. Watch what happens in the dark basement shortly after a ghost hunter. named Lylil Show sets up a camera and leaves. As soon as the lights turn off and the door shuts, an abnormal amount of orbs dance all around the camera, which then tips over. I think this is more than a coincidence because it happens within 5 seconds of his exit. Something down there obviously doesn't want to be filmed.
Whoa.
The angry spirit resists
You okay?
all attempts
You okay,
to
sir?
communicate. Here it swats an electro
All good
to
in the
detect
neighborhood.
paranormal disturbances in the air.
Hmm.
Between this and the camera falling over,
Sorry for your
I think
loss,
the spirit
brother.
wants to be left alone, and I think it's probably best to respect its privacy before it gets any more insistent. Number 3. A group of friends in Scotland caught a creepy moment on camera as shown in these 2 scary photographs taken moments apart. Okay, if you see anything scary in this photograph, then you are looking too hard. It's normal and only underscores how creepy the next photograph is. In this next photograph, you'll see what could be a ghost behind them. Keep in mind that they are having a small get-together on a private island, and no one brought their children. So a ghost is not out of the question. What's really weird is that the kid seems to have an odd expression, and most importantly, all black eyes. Perhaps this is one of the many black-eyed children people have been seeing in the woods and other rural areas, with many reports online. Number 2. A YouTuber named Marissa Rachel makes a ghost video update to show what can go wrong when you take your chances with a Ouija board.
Ouija
She thinks her
board,
house
baby.
has been haunted by a ghost for a while,
I'ma buy a Ouija
and
board.
she sometimes wakes up with
Bro, I have
strange
no idea
marks
what
on
this
her body
cable
that
is
she
for.
can't
I don't
explain.
remember.
First, a ghost in her room spells out the word hell.
It's not good.
Is this room haunted? Me neither. I'm not moving it. Well, I'm definitely not moving it. I didn't do that either. Oh my, that's really scary. I want to stop playing.
I can't see a string, and this video is a pretty decent resolution, so one should be visible across the darker parts of the board. That still doesn't rule out a magnet under the table though, so maybe that's how this video is made. I know this plastic pointer doesn't have one, but maybe they've taped one underneath. Otherwise, this scary video must be paranormal. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. This bizarre video might not seem scary at first until I tell you what it is and how it affects you. This is the Nalgeria fowleri, and it's recently been found in Florida's water supply, forcing treatment centers in Hillsborough County to shut down and make changes. Usually it's found in freshwater lakes and other bodies of water, but somehow it resisted multiple water treatment facilities and has done some serious damage to the public. If this gets up your nose, it can cause the brain to swell. There's a 99% chance you won't survive, so take a closer look at this video. If the thought of these tiny, protoplasmic particles worming their way up your nose and into your brain doesn't terrify you, then I don't know what will. I bet these top 5 scary videos are too creepy for you to handle watching at 3 in the morning. Good luck. I bet these top 5 scary videos are too creepy for you to handle watching at 3 in the morning. Good luck. Number
That's
5.
why I'm watching it at 4 in the
A popular
afternoon,
YouTuber
Dylan.
named Shark is brought to this allegedly haunted
He's like, I bet these videos are too scary for you to watch at 3 in the morning. Like, haha. Joke's on you, it's 4 p.m.
location after his friend had a ghost sighting here the last time he went exploring.
And this is Marco. This is the guy. You saw the ghost, right? You actually saw a ghost? You're not even kidding? Just kind of want to come here, see if we see anything paranormal, see if anything's going on. Because right when he told me that, I was like, okay, we need to come.
They are approaching an old historic house when a mysterious figure is caught on camera in the courtyard.
Dude, that's like
No, it's moving. No, it's moving.
I'm zooming all the way.
It's like swaying back and forth.
They argue whether or not the mysterious figure is alive, and then the object moves, so it's presumably a person. If this was a maintenance worker or a security guard, then they would probably have a flashlight, and they would also probably ask what's going on, not stand in place being as creepy as possible without making a sound, and what happens next is creepy beyond all explanation.
No. Wait, yo, she's actually moving.
The mysterious figure seemingly disappears on camera, although when played in slow motion, it kind of looks like they simply stepped backwards out of the light and into the darkness. Still creepy either way.
Dude, what? Was that literally just a random girl or something?
I don't know what it was. It looked like a
It kind of looked like it had long hair, so I think it may have been a girl.
A ghost girl, to be precise. I don't necessarily see long hair like he claims, but I'll take his word for it. And 1 minute later, they turn around to see the same shadowy figure now standing in the very place where they were at the beginning of this 3 a.m. video. I think this is probably a paranormal event and most likely a ghost sighting of a little girl like they claim. The ghostly shadow figure doesn't seem much taller than the railing that it's standing beside. And here's a scary moment you probably missed. Watch this window. At 4 minutes and 25 seconds, the light is on, and as soon as they see the figure, the light turns off by itself. It could be a timer, but it's a small detail that makes me think this is not planned and is, in fact, a paranormal event. Number 4. It's 3 a.m. when 3 friends decide to walk down this haunted road. At 3 minutes and 13 seconds, they turn their headlights on and off, which I think they are supposed to do to make something scary happen. Then he begins rolling around like a possessed man. He has a lot to say when he snaps out of his apparent possession, and I would like to understand, in his words, what he just went through. If you speak the language, please tell me what is being said here, and if you think it's real or fake. I don't see any tears, but he looks really stressed out. So overall, I'm not sure what to make of this bizarre event. Number 3.
We are going to an abandoned house today. It's near my house. No one's been in for like 4 or 5 years. The place is haunted.
With Facebook Shops, your customers can easily browse and buy on Facebook and Instagram.
People could.
A YouTuber named Chippy Watson is exploring an abandoned house at 3 a.m.
Would you name your kid Cheapy?
They will forever remember as a paranormal investigation gone wrong.
Would you name your kid Cheapy?
Cheapy?
Cheapy. Like
Cheapy.
Cheapy.
Oh, Chippy.
Cheapy. Cheapy. Chi. Like chi. Cheapy.
Oh.
No. Probably not.
I bet you didn't notice this, but at 2 minutes and 21 seconds, right when he opens the door, a ghost orb or some kind of strange light is caught on camera, seemingly moving into the small room.
I would kind of rather not have my child get bullied.
Alright, let's get up in the attic.
They don't go exploring much of the attic because the floor is nothing but soft insulation that they don't want to fall through at any time, much less at 3 a.m. I don't see anything haunted or scary caught on camera here, but if you do, let me know. They find some more weird and possibly paranormal evidence in the basement in the form of footsteps in the dust. Someone has been walking around in circles over and over again and kicking holes in this room. Maybe poltergeist activity, maybe kids partying in an abandoned house. The group goes exploring upstairs some more and finds the door open. A ghost opened the door, they think. I say it could be a loose doorknob, of which there are plenty to be found in abandoned houses. But then again, they did get scared in this part before, and felt like a ghost was near, so it could be paranormal. And that's when the scariest 3 a.m. moment of all happens. His friend tells him to come closer to catch the scary ghost noises on camera.
Did you just knock?
Soft knocking noises are coming from the other side of the door. It's not them either. The stick he's holding doesn't touch the wall. Watch.
What? What? What?
And when two more knocks happen while he's standing even farther away, so it's not him.
Did you just knock?
Who knows what they would have seen if they looked inside the room for a final time. Number 2. A YouTube channel called Proper Life dares to take a 24-hour challenge in one of the scariest and most haunted hotels in the USA, built in 19...
Earn your degree faster at Purdue University Global. With over 175 online programs, there's one for you. Start today with a 3-week risk-free trial. Apply now at purdueglobal.edu.
1910, the Stockyards Hotel was the first bed and breakfast business in Fort Worth, Texas. Since then, a number of full-body apparitions from different time periods still haunt the old building. Paranormal sightings that the Proper Life crew hopes to witness for themselves. At 3 a.m., the ghost hunters go exploring the creepy hotel for any late-night signs of being haunted. Ryan soon discovers some handwritten notes left behind by different groups of paranormal investigators, and he reads their words out loud. His recountment seems to inspire some fresh poltergeist activity that's caught on camera.
And heard a strange noise in the middle of the room.
What?
Look at the mirror.
A mirror on the wall begins to move on its own. Objects are not moving in the next room over. A room with a fan on full speed, mind you, and yet this much heavier object is moving by itself, which seems paranormal to them, and I guess to me too for that matter. And when they go exploring the haunted room to further investigate, they discover that the fan, the only thing that could be moving the mirror, is turned off, and then his camera is caught going really out of focus on Zach, like a ghost is near. This keeps happening even though the lighting is fine, and it goes on long enough to be considered paranormal evidence.
It's not focusing on you. It's like a flashing. It is not focusing on you. It is not focusing on you at all.
We're good?
No. Really. It's not focusing on you. That's really...
It's weird how their camera only does this around Zach. Ever since he went into the same room where an object was caught moving by itself, maybe a spirit has attached itself to him. Meanwhile, more objects continue to move on their own at 3 a.m. when the group splits up to cover more ground.
This room's really creepy. Like, do you get the chill in here? Like, you feel that?
Look at that hat on the wall.
Like,
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Is that not you?
Ooh, that's creepy. Ooh, it's still creeping. Ooh, go.
And when they reconvene to share their findings, more paranormal evidence is caught on tape.
Like, dripping down her face.
What was that? Did you guys make a move?
The entire Proper Life crew is gathered in the same room in close proximity here, so there's no way those scary noises should be coming from another room, unless you're willing to admit the Stockyards Hotel is beyond creepy and definitely haunted.
One night I'm in my bed asleep, and this old lady comes out of my closet. She's down her face. Did you guys hear that?
Did you guys make a move?
Gotta take a
I've
piss.
got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1.
We leap at the opportunity. We dress for the occasion, and we always come prepared. We don't need a table or even a bottle to enjoy our best wine, because good times are everywhere, and this is how we Boda.
A paranormal YouTube channel called Explore With Us goes ghost hunting after their subscribers told them to go back and investigate more at 3 a.m. The first time they saw mysterious lights, but this time they catch even more bizarre things on video. In the 1970s, a woman named Nan Dixon mysteriously disappeared somewhere around this unassuming Nevada countryside. It isn't long until they see what could be headlights, and the locals are not friendly, so it's time to get out quick. The strange lights mysteriously disappear soon enough, however, so maybe it really was just a passing car. As he drives up to one of the abandoned houses that the ghost of Nan Dixon is thought to haunt, he thinks they see a solid black ghost orb at 8 minutes, which would be beyond creepy to see, except I'm pretty sure it's just a smudge on their car windshield. With that said, I'm not sure what this strange 3 a.m. sighting could be, except for a phantom face slowly slinking away in the dark room. The battery to some of their camera equipment goes out after this strange sighting, and 2 mysterious lights are caught on tape as well, almost like spaced apart eyes under the shelf. Soon their paranormal equipment begins to flash with supernatural energy, and the mysterious lights return stronger than ever before. They see another strange and mysterious flash of light that cannot be explained, and even when they go exploring a different abandoned house that's driving distance away, strange paranormal lights seem to follow. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. These 12 videos are so scary, they might just leave you speechless with your jaw dropped. Number 12. A man is caught on home CCTV video creeping around a place that's not his. He tries both the front and back door, which are both locked, but then gains access by climbing on the rail and getting in through the balcony doors, so sometimes even locking your doors isn't enough. Their poor scared dog runs into a different room, and fortunately the intruder has a heart and does nothing bad to it. I was freaking out for the dog's safety, and I'm glad nothing bad happened. He takes some belongings and then dips out the front door like nothing's wrong. If you were a neighbor, you probably wouldn't think twice about watching this man leave because he's so casual. As one person commented, I'm surprised the person who owns this house went to the trouble of setting up a home CCTV system, but no security alarms. They could have caught him on the spot, but I guess catching him on tape is just as effective if it leads to justice. Number 11. A mysterious shadow creature sighting was recently caught on dashcam in Falmouth, Maine. That's worth further investigation. The all-black shape darts in front of the vehicle in a split second and then it's gone. Seemingly moving faster than any animal should be able to. I'm at a loss as to what could this bizarre sighting possibly be, but I'm guessing it's either a wildcat, a paranormal mist, or something completely different. I wouldn't be surprised if that stretch of road is haunted, so I'll be on the lookout for more shadow figure videos in this area. Number 10. This Snapchatter was going through her old videos when she noticed something that no one had caught previously. It appears she's filming her coworker, but look at the trash bin. She thinks there's eyes peering out at her, and honestly, I see exactly what she's talking about. Is someone hiding in there? Most likely. But the question that remains is, who was this person? Somebody they knew who did it for a joke? Or did a complete stranger sneak in there when no one was watching? All we can do is hope that wasn't the case. Number 9. A Ring doorbell captures some scary moments on tape in Victorville, California, when a strange man approaches this house late at night. "4:30 a.m. to be exact, with his hood pulled tight around his face. He tries to look up and away from the Ring doorbell cam as he gives it a boot, but you can still see his face at 4 seconds, so I think it's only a matter of time before he's caught. My point is that, as this video shows, intruders used to freak out over a doorbell cam, but now they are getting smarter and figuring out ways to get around it, so always lock your doors. Number 8. A YouTuber named Roy Flores has a strange encounter over the skies of New Jersey when he sees a mysterious aircraft hovering near the overpass he's driving on.
Look, the whole street is stopped. There's a flying spaceship.
And he's not the only one who sees it. Dozens of other cars have pulled over and people are getting out to take video of this strange phenomenon with their cameras, each wondering if this is the moment we finally made contact. A Goodyear blimp is the official explanation for this scary event, but I have serious doubts. I mean, you'd think all these people would know the difference between a blimp, which we've all seen, and something truly bizarre instead. A lot of people are saying this is a cover story for this strange sighting in the sky. Well, I think this design looks way too creepy to be some kind of company blimp. Number 7. A man riding his motorcycle in India at night captures a bizarre sight on his helmet cam that makes him scream in terror. A strange all-white figure crosses his lane without any regard for their safety. He manages to go around the apparition, still screaming all the while, but I can't help but wonder if he would have passed right through the phantom had he kept going straight. Don't get me wrong, this could in all likelihood simply be a regular person covering themselves with a shroud to make a scary video, but what's weird is how, when he passes by, you can see a spooky white light piercing from under the fabric that doesn't look like it belongs. He turns around immediately and lets out another scream because it's nowhere to be found. So is this a fake video? Or is this apparition actually recreating its final moments on Earth by walking on the road at night and then disappearing? Number 6. A YouTuber named A. Marie says that she encountered a little ghost girl in the hallway of this haunted hotel in Oregon, and this eerie video taken late at night is her paranormal evidence. She's exploring the haunted hotel when she captures strange shadow movements on camera. I thought it was probably her own reflection in the window, but some people are saying that the angles don't match up and that this shadow has a different source, so maybe they're right.
Is there anybody with me? Is there any spirits with me?
Marie turns around only to capture a mysterious white light floating across the hallway. A little ghost girl wearing a dress according to some, but most likely a lens flare from the bright lights overhead. But here's the really creepy part. When she turns down the hall where the ghost last went, something scary is waiting for her. The creepy EVP sounds like a disembodied voice saying the word go, as in get out of this part. When she across the hallway, a little ghost girl wearing, according to some, most likely a lens flare, bright lights. She turns down the hall where the ghost, but here's the really creepy part. When she turns down the of this hall, I can only imagine that the legendary little ghost girl is turning around and saying this because she doesn't like to be followed by ghost hunters, and it might be best to heed her haunting words. Number 5. A Ring doorbell captures some strange activity outside of Mike Crook's house that could be paranormal or a camera glitch. A shadow person walks down the sidewalk, mysteriously disappears, and even though he never emerges from the other side of the bush, you can still hear footsteps that actually sound like they're getting closer to the camera, if anything. The audio also plays weird noises at the exact moment the ghost disappears, which is even more evidence that this frightening moment could be paranormal. Considering this bizarre event was caught on camera around Halloween, I think it was probably edited, but maybe this is proof that there is something supernatural to All Hallows Eve after all. Number 4. A YouTuber named Brett Johnson says there is a ghost in the hallway of his house haunting him every night when he returns from work. And what's most bizarre is that the paranormal activity only happens in the hallway.
Your new name's gonna be Brett Brettinson, bro.
Doesn't seem to care about haunting any other place.
Fuck did you just call me?
It's not a draft either. Even with a big fan blowing the opposite
You
way,
will
the
not be
ghost
Brett
still
Brettinson.
closes the door. And when
Whitest name. Bread
When he
Bryson
puts his
of the bread
camera
column.
down and waits for 2 hours, the door behind the fan mysteriously opens. It's like the ghost is messing with his mind. I would say that this is a fake video except for one thing. When he investigates the rest of his house to show us, nothing is there. A weird noise happens nearby, like something passes right by him, and it seems to have left through the front door. Number 3. A team of cryptid hunters make a wild discovery deep in the woods of North Carolina. In the Uwharrie National Forest is where they find a mysterious imprint that extends 13 inches long. They think this is not a footprint, but a handprint, with oversized knuckles at one end and a wide base of the palm at the other.
Hey guys, I'll show you what we just found. We got us a 13-inch tracker just a little over. We sure did. We got toe prints. We got the break in the middle. Right here. Yes, sir.
I kind of see what they mean, but I'm not sure if this is from a cryptid or not. It kind of looks like where a rock could have been or something. I'm also wondering why there aren't any prints to accompany this alleged handprint, but at the same time, I don't have a solid explanation for what caused this, and was wondering what you think about this extra creepy sighting in the woods.
Well guys, so far we found what looks like to be either a handprint or knuckle prints again. And we just come across this track right here. So that's awesome. That is awesome.
Number 2. This alleged deep web video shows a little girl encountering something paranormal in her haunted kitchen. Call it a ghost, a demon, or whatever you want. But watch how fast her feet slide away. I don't think she is doing this on...
Wait.
But watch how fast her feet slide away. I don't think she is doing this on her own. Something is pulling her. Sure, it's weird that she would just so happen to be filming herself when this scary moment happens, but some kids make videos of themselves for hours at a time, so I guess putting the camera down to grab something from the fridge for a second wouldn't be that out of the question. And that's when an angry ghost decides to grab the little girl by the arm and go down the hallway. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like GoPro? These scary moments caught on GoPro are enough to scare you silly. So let's take a closer analysis of these events. Number 11. A YouTuber named Van Thoughtski captures a scary moment on his GoPro as he rounds a corner and almost makes contact with a pedestrian who, for whatever reason, chooses to walk on the road instead of taking a few steps over to safety on the grass. 1 second later, another scary moment is caught on GoPro when he has a close encounter with what I suspect is her dog, who cuts off someone else and almost causes a major problem on the road. This video was taken in the Philippines, so I don't exactly know what their laws are like, but this scary event could have been prevented had she been on the side of the road with her dog on a leash. Let me know if what she was doing is legal or not if you are from there. Number 10. A YouTuber named Takashima is exploring a bridge that goes into a tunnel that looks kind of creepy, but he decides to investigate with his GoPro anyway. Inside is extremely dark, and I wouldn't be surprised if the tunnel was haunted too. He's a good ways in when he decides to touch the tracks. That's when he feels the vibrations of an approaching engine and knows he has only seconds to react. He is barely able to squeeze inside one of these small service rooms that I think were created for such a purpose. A lot of tunnels don't have them, and if such safety precautions were absent, He'd no doubt still be haunting this tunnel as a ghost. Number 9.
And we are hurrying. Luckily, our house has sprinklers. When it was built, we've only been in this house for a week and a half. We're getting everything that's important.
What's wrong, Raymond?
And we're getting it here.
It doesn't want to drop me the thing.
GoPro video sounds like the final moments of a family fleeing in terror.
You tried asking nicely.
Home, but that's not what's happening.
I said, fuck you, give me the cape.
Get a phone call that they have to evacuate fast.
We might have to reevaluate our strategy a little bit there.
Just as terrifying nonetheless.
Fuck you, give me the cape.
Fuck did you just say? Raymond, answer me. What the fuck did you just say?
You know exactly what I said. I mean, granted, it's a 1 in 500, but fuck, man.
We would turn around and drive away.
He's definitely a good father for not scaring his children, but the reality of the situation is, at least from what I can tell, that they are low on gas and stuck in traffic without much control over where they go next. Police are frantically trying to direct traffic and stay in communication with the fire department.
It's a good thing we don't. Where is it that the fires are happening? California or Florida?
And it isn't looking too good for them.
California.
California.
Break away and find a moment to collect themselves
Scary
at the
shit.
gas pump. As they watch
Imagine if just randomly everything turned on fire.
finally wearing off.
Is it really that hot that just fires just fucking pop up like?
I've never had that feeling or adrenaline.
Well, one happened because of a gender reveal party.
Oh god, are you serious?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Like, if you want to know, it was a boy.
Is that where the
but-
memes were happening?
Yeah. Yeah. They damn near burned down California.
Oh god.
What was it? They burned like 12 acres or something like that?
Holy shit.
Yeah. Fun fact of the day, I guess.
They seem to make a game out of landing on the smallest, hardest to reach areas, like this small square at 13 seconds. They are so quiet that only one person out of a group of 3 even notices their approach. 2 are looking down as the parkour experts flip over their heads. They reach the bottom in a little under a minute and feel quite proud, but I feel like it's only a matter of time before this ends poorly, so hopefully they don't try it again.
Parkour! We should be parkour experts, bro.
I think I'm a little too thick for that.
Number 7.
Nah.
Ibtisam and
You're
Kevin
never too thick
put a
for anything.
GoPro on their dog. They were never expecting to have so many scary moments.
Gravity
on
begs to
tape
differ.
That they would later question if their house was really haunted. Here's their paranormal evidence. Okay, so at 1 minute and 35 seconds, the dog clearly hears some noises that we can't. Dogs have really good hearing though, so that's not really paranormal proof. The dog goes into the next room and appears to see something, though it's probably just a balloon in the corner that it doesn't recognize. Again, weird, but not necessarily paranormal. However, as soon as it turns around and lets its guard down, a loud, scary noise comes from where it was just looking. Nothing else happens for a while, and the dog gets some sleep. Upon waking up, the dog takes an interest in the living room again, this time investigating under the table, instead of in the corner, almost like it's tracking movement. It goes to look out the door. The window appears to be shut when all of a sudden, a creepy scream fills the house. And shortly after, it looks like the dog sees phantom movements across the living room, same as before. The dog is obviously stressed out and can't seem to stay in one place for long. And maybe it's
That's
just
probably
me,
why
but at
dogs
16 minutes and
are always
23
happy to see their
seconds,
owners.
I definitely see an eerie figure caught on GoPro sitting with her back
If,
turned.
some people put a GoPro camera on their dog while they were gone, and the dog's like hearing
The
shit all
owners
over the
return
place.
home none the wiser, and if you look closely, it looks like the dog runs
Yeah.
past them both, simply wanting to bolt out
Yo.
of the door and get away from the possibly
Huh?
haunted home.
Huh?
Number 6.
Huh?
A surfer
That's what
in
I thought,
search of
baby.
the perfect wave has caught the
Hmm.
perfect scary moment on his
What's wrong,
GoPro
Alex?
camera instead. Watch
I'm
as a
bored.
bizarre shadowy
Damn,
object
watch me
moves
kill
right
this
under
thing.
his board as he passes through.
I don't even
The
understand what the
mysterious
fuck's going
figure is
on.
not
I'm
seaweed
throwing
nor his shadow,
bones
he
at this thing
says.
so it
It's
can
a
die.
shark.
Well, sharp bones, you know. I'm throwing sharp bones
You first
at a
see it
pile
3
of lava
seconds to
rocks.
his right, and then by 4
And
seconds
it's
it
killing it?
teleported under
Yeah,
his
bro.
board and disappeared. Considering shark sightings are common along
And you
the
want me to
shore
play
of
this?
beach,
What
I
you
don't see a
mean? Look at
fin,
it,
so I
boom,
can't say
dead.
for sure what this mysterious
Hey,
deep-sea
an
creature caught on camera
emeraldo.
really was. Number 5.
What is the
In
fucking
2010, a
drop rate on
mysterious creature
emeralds?
sighting was caught on a GoPro camera in Ontario at Algonquin
It better not be
Park.
high.
A large shadowy
'Cause I
figure
already got 3.
unsuccessfully attempts to conceal itself amongst the scenery, too tall to be a shrub and too
Oh, it just
wide
says
to be a
uncommon, so it's
human.
pretty.
There's always the possibility that this is a
common.
mannequin and that the video is fake, but if not, then what could this strange roadside creature sighting along the woods possibly be? Number 4. A YouTuber named Lightwatch captured this strange sea creature sighting on GoPro while exploring the beach with his friends. The shapeless yellow creature looks somewhat like a starfish, except it is too light and thin.
It's a mental breakdown.
This thing is paper thin and seems to kick against the tide. The friends are smart enough not to handle the sea creature just in case it has some kind of deep sea toxins waiting to do them in. I have no idea what this weird thing is, but I wonder if it's part of something larger that got devoured. Give me your best guess as to what's been caught on tape. Number 3. Strange and mysterious sounds are coming from a hole in the ground that sounds like a hidden entrance to another world. These scary noises sound like some kind of evil ocean and makes me wonder if water is nearby. With that said, I did notice that these strange noises were caught on camera during a windy day. So I'm hoping this is actually just wind rushing through some kind of construction tunnel for a pipe or something, and not a scary hissing creature. Number 2.
I just did some research, and I guess if you're gonna get lost at a dead-end, creepy bridge, at least if there's some cool legend, ghost story behind it, then it's worth checking out, right?
An outdoors YouTube channel called Nomadic Fanatic has been camping for a week when he comes across a spooky location, an old bridge that's haunted. According to legend, a bandit named Stuckley was brought to justice here.
And apparently every once in a while, if you hear a splash in the water, that's Stucky's ghost behind here. There's nothing you can really do about. We're out of here. That's about enough of that.
Nomadic Fanatic is all by himself, holding a GoPro when he hears a splash below.
What's so funny?
His face, he's like saying something about a story of a bridge. You know, somebody got killed there because he was a bad person. And he's like, when you hear a splash, you know, it's the guy's ghost and stuff like that. And then like a minute later or two, you just hear a random splash, and his face just drops. And he's like, alright, that's enough. We're out of here. Like his face went from like charismatic to just dead.
I've got a challenge for you.
He's like, okay, I think it's about time we skedaddle.
These were hiding among us in abandoned places, waiting to be explored. Are scary, unknown creatures.
Fuck that, bro.
These were luckily caught
What,
on
ghosts?
camera.
No, like that. Like imagine you're just like talking about it and then it happens.
Popular creature sightings caught on tape ever, and yet it is also the least
What you
properly
mean?
cited.
They're there to help
There are
you.
a
They
lot
just
of
wanted to be
theories
on the
about this
video with you.
video, So I've decided to track down the
Get off my
original
airtime.
and provide some information you've probably
It's
never
like if I
heard
see
before
Cone
on any
dancing,
other
I'm not gonna
channels.
run. I need
This
to try to be its
mysterious unknown
friend,
creature
you know?
sighting was uploaded by a
Because I don't want him to kill
YouTuber
me.
named Raymond
Am I right, Cone?
on April 17th, 2015.
Okay,
You just hear
I
him.
was staring at him to see if he would move or something. I'm like,
At the Shenzhen
are you gonna move?
Reservoir, walking along the Jiyansha
You just hear,
Bay.
yes,
When
Papa.
this video went viral,
Bro.
rumors spread that this
Not
mysterious
that one. If
creature
I
was
ever
a bear
hear
or a
a
sloth
fucking
with
toy
mange.
say,
However, the description of the
real
video
boy,
provides an
Papa,
interesting cultural
I would fucking
explanation
destroy
that
it.
is terrifying to think about.
Fuck
The original
Pinocchio
title
eating
for
my
this
ass.
video translates to English as water monkey.
Like, I'm not
According to
against
the
eating ass, but
villagers,
like,
this mysterious
like
figure
not
is
by
a
that thing.
mythological entity known as a water ghost.
Why was he
Legends
eating the
say that
dad?
it
Because
mainly eats
flesh would make him
shrimp
a
and
real boy or
fish,
something
but
like
it
that,
is
right?
also known to go after
He's like, I must
humans like a
consume flesh.
vampire would. I did some more digging and found an article saying that this was a Malay
He's like,
bear
wait,
who
Pinocchio's
suffers
like, I
hair
can't
loss
wait.
from the stress
And
of
then his nose grows.
captivity, or at least that was the
And then the
official
fucking
explanation.
Geppetto starts calling the
I
fairy.
think I'm willing to believe this was a stressed out bear.
Like, God,
rather
please
than a
send this demon a
mythological
blaze, God.
vampire creature. So if you ever see this
Where's that
creepy
fairy
video
when I need it?
somewhere else, rest assured knowing you now have the real story. Number 9. This scary home CCTV video shows a frightening moment caught on tape in Villa Parks, Illinois. A girl is skipping down her driveway when a wild creature sneaks up to her undetected. The creature is caught on tape peeking around the corner and observing her before springing into action. In less than 5 seconds, it runs up to the girl and curiously studies her behavior. The lone coyote looks like it's going to run away at first, but her scared reaction sends it into predatory overdrive. It chases the girl and gives her a fright. Only when it hears the engine of an approaching mower does it ultimately decide to back off. As this terrifying home CCTV video shows,
Holy shit.
there are some scary creatures among us
That
who will
little
make
girl
a
almost
meal
got
out of us,
destroyed by a
even when we
coyote.
feel the safest. Number 8. A YouTuber named
Damn.
Wile E. Coyote ain't fucking around no more.
Bro, the little girl was like playing outside in the driveway. And then a coyote like notices her and stuff. And the coyote's gonna go on her. Because the little girl starts running away from it. But then the coyote fucking stops because it hears, I guess it's the father because he looks like he's driving into the driveway with the lawnmower. Those driving ones. And the coyote runs away. Like, imagine if the dad wasn't passing by there at that moment.
World records a
Damn.
weird video in a
Little girl
parking
was like
garage that he claims
basically
is
Naomi's
inhabited
age,
by a
5,
scary
6.
unknown creature. He is walking to his car when
Fucking
he
rip.
hears some seriously scary noises coming
Big
from the other
Ripperino.
side, and that's when he says this creature was caught on
That's why I need to buy
camera.
Naomi a knife.
It's like, pull up, homie.
Something impossibly fast and low runs across the ground and
Somebody's here. I think it's my mom.
makes him get into his car fast. The unknown creature looks like a bizarre sighting at first, until you zoom in for a better look, at which point the object looks pretty fake, to be honest. I mean, the legs don't even move, so I don't even know how this creature sighting could be real. I also found another video in which he says to have had a ghost sighting in the same building. I mean, the chances of having a creature sighting and a ghost sighting in the same lifetime.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We forgot your food, dude. We were like, le dije a mi mamá, agárrame este kilo. And she was like, okay. Y nunca lo agarró kilo.
It's okay. I wasn't expecting much from either of you, so. I always set my bar super low.
Ma, ir a kilo.
Couldn't even get that done.
Mira, ya ves que te dije kilo.
Let me see, baby. Wow. What's in there? It's candy. Go show mommy. Go with Jamie to CVS or Walgreens. No, Jamie quiere recoger unas fotos para que vayan con ella. Oh, you're gonna drive? ¿Cuál lonchera? All the way to the house. You're gonna crash? No, not that one. You're going to the other one on Central. En la calle Central. Just ask Jamie where, because I'm not sure which one it is. If anything, just call mom. ¿Eh? No, son fotos que Jamie quería agarrar. Es- Estás bien pesada por eso. I don't know, ask Jamie. ¿Qué se supone que es? Está bien feo. ¿Qué estaban haciendo? Agujas.
Es costilla de puerco.
¿Quién la hizo?
Pues ya estaba sazonada, sola y sí está bien. La primera vez al año. Nadie van a hacer nada. ¿No te acuerdas los 3 kilos que nos dio el pollo crudo?
Bien mal. Dude, go to YouTube and look up the video. It's a mental breakdown. It's a mental breakdown. Yeah. Yeah. Put the volume.
It's a mental breakdown. ¿Es cómo se dice mental breakdown, Kilo?
Es un
derrame.
no. How do you say that in Spanish?
El mental breakdown.
El mental. Es un colapso mental.
Nailed it.
We gotta make a Spanish version now, bro. Es un colapso mental.
¿Un corrido o qué?
Un corrido. Es un colapso mental. Esa canción sí está buena. Snoop Dogg sabe español. Mi hermano sabe de música. Snoop Dogg es un fanático de la banda. Le gustan los corridos. No sabe, ya está viejía. Es la edad, ma. Ya estás bien viejía. Jugando. Pues sí. Ahí está.
Nigga, I need a phone. What do you mean?
You already have the other one.
This is not mine.
Está todo quebrado.
Pero jala, ¿no?
Quién sabe, ya no creo.
Aquí traigo la de esa. La car.
¿Eso qué tiene que ver? Tienes que activar el teléfono y todo, no nada más lo pones y funciona.
Véndelo, no quiero. Jamás, estoy perdiendo mi parte por tu culpa. ¿Por qué no lo quieres vender?
Voy a arreglar la pantalla. Es el teléfono que va a usar Naomi para cuando ya crezca o regrese a la escuela. Para el año que viene, cuando regrese a la escuela. No le quiero comprar uno nuevo. Ah.
Es que no es lo que ella diga, más lo que diga el patrón.
¿Por qué chingados tendría una bocina aquí?
Parece la bocina. Ay, ya más siempre. Dude, siempre que tomo un video. ¿Viste qué estás haciendo? Oh. Pero no, siempre me anda grabando y la cuenta me va kilo. Mi cuenta me va. Mira. Y puta me doy.
Pues ni lo cuidan bien. Si lo cuidaran bien, no se enfermara. Si fueran gente responsable. Pero pues no.
Si somos familias R de responsables.
Fucking tell him, Raymond.
Lola, mantenga ahí a Pablo. Pablo no se puede. Es que no sabes. Pablo le tiene miedo al asador.
¿Por?
Venga, si puedo.
Beto lo ha de haber traumado.
Uy, es la primera vez que usamos el asador. Que le dan a él. Vean, esa que le tiene miedo al asador. What's the easiest way to do a pull-up? This one?
No, it's the other one. Mira, ni siquiera pudo hacer una, ya se anda quebrando.
Yeah, no, she said troll, right? Did you hear grandma?
No va a regresar hasta el día del pavo. No va a regresar. No. Ya no voy a hacer nada.
I lost 20 pounds. Hay que cocinarla todos y ni tenemos comida en la casa. Yo no cocino a nadie.
Oye, la luz le salió más barata que la otra cuando estaba ahí Javi. Javi siempre dejaba todo prendido, ¿o qué?
I think it was the PlayStation and then it was the Wii Switch. Tenía muchas cosas conectadas. Tenía un desacío así como tú. Y Carlos pedía por internet cosas y no se conectaban. Man, Naomi weighs 45 pounds.
¿Con quién está viviendo Javi ahora? Where are you gonna go?
Huh?
Just be careful. Babe. Call Jamie. Okay. Bring me a 12 pack. What? I don't know. Just don't let her carry it, because if she carries it, they won't let you buy it. Estás bien mensa. Ve y checa que no se vaya Naomi. Checa que atranquen la puerta. Fuck driving. I feel like going anywhere. Oh my god, I attacked that shit by accident. Run, baby. Oof. Oof. Your boy almost got penal traded. Holy shit. Alright, time to run back. Fucking bitches. There's one other thing that if I attack it, everything that's around that area attacks me. Should I start shopping, not shopping around, but start listing what I should want on my build for the next PC? Or should I wait till next year? Pues ayúdale a ponérselo. You wanna dress like a witch, baby? Whoa, 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 whoa. What you been doing, man?
Huh?
What you been doing aside from dying?
Just been on YouTube.
Let alone in the same building, seems pretty rare. I will say this video looks much more convincing. That is until 13 minutes and 13 seconds when the little ghost girl abruptly disappears, instead of smoothly fading away. What do you think? Is this video real or fake? Number 7. Floodwaters in India sometimes rise to such heights that even the crocodiles struggled to seek dry land. You can tell by the satellite dish that this animal is actually perched on the roof of an abandoned
Holy shit.
house that is
There's an
completely
alligator in a roof.
underwater. Crocodiles and other terrifying underwater creatures could be
Oh,
anywhere.
because the whole place
and
is
yet
flooded.
these brave men have to
I was
wade
gonna
through
say, I have
deep
some questions.
waters to bring supplies back home.
It was
Every
just flooded.
step is a scary
Holy
moment
shit. I
that
was
could
like, how did
cost
it get
someone
up
leg
there?
or
And then I just see the
worse.
water like
It's
at
a
the
game
bottom.
of survival that I doubt a single person among us would be brave enough to handle. The flood eventually recedes and things return back to normal, at least until the rains return and it's time to play underwater hide and seek with crocodiles again. Number 6. A creepy moment was caught on home CCTV video when a large white mysterious wolf-like creature runs down the street in Racine County, Wisconsin. This definitely isn't somebody's dog. It looks like
What does
something scary
CCTV
from
stands
the
for?
woods.
I mean, I know what
Some are
TV stands
saying
for,
that
but
this
what
is
does the
just a wolf
CC
hungry enough
mean?
to look for food near houses.
What?
While others
What does
are saying the
CC stands
creature is
for
way
on
too
CCTV?
large and also walks
Closed
differently
captioning.
than a wolf does, kind of like a shapeshifter or a bizarre hybrid species. I don't know about all of that. but
I'm
I
gonna
do
Google
believe
it.
this unknown creature sighting is
Closed
bizarre.
circuit,
While
you
a
lying
handful of
fuck.
experts have stepped forward to verify what this
I was
is.
like,
Some
what? It
experts
can't be
themselves
that.
have figured
I
out
don't
that
see any
this strange
subtitles.
and mysterious figure
Where are my
belongs to the
subtitles
woods,
at?
and I'm just glad no kids happen to be playing in the neighborhood.
Right, you were
at
right
the
on the first word,
time.
closed.
Number 5. Roofers in Miami, Florida
Closed
have a creepy
circuit
encounter with some scary creatures hiding
television.
among us.
Oh, this house
One
had
of them
bats
removes
inside.
a shingle and has
Holy
only seconds
shit.
to get away from these creepy creatures of the night caught on camera.
So many.
After some more investigating, they discovered to their horror that the bats are not coming from a hole in the house, but are rather nestled under each shingle by the dozens. Suddenly, the removal job has become a lot more complicated and beyond creepy, as they have to pry open each area without getting in the way of awakening bats. At 8 minutes and 15 seconds, bats are flying into this guy's face and threatening to knock him off balance. Eventually, it looks like they've gotten rid of them all, but just knowing that I'm one shingle away from a face full of bats would probably be scary enough to make me find another company
That's
to
a
work
lot of
for,
bats.
and possibly another career altogether.
What
Number 4. This house has a summertime problem lurking under the floorboards that you and I want no part of. Fortunately, there are courageous people, like Jeff Horshaw, among us who aren't afraid to play games in the creature's den. But to get there, the trained expert has to carefully remove large sections of the floor. Only when he puts on a large white jacket with a face visor do you realize what kind of creature he's up against. A living bee
Okay.
colony that must have
Tiene
been
las
there for
medias.
some time,
Creo que
judging by
están
the
ahí
size
enfrente.
of it. Notice
Sí,
how he
en la
is not
cocina
wearing a
creo.
full
En
beekeeper's
la
outfit
me
from
sigue.
head to toe. If he drops them now, they could go stinging up his pant
Holy
legs
shit,
and
what's that?
beyond. Beekeeper's outfit against a living bee colony
Oh,
that
a
must
bee
have been there
colony.
for some time,
Holy
judging by the
shit.
size of it. Notice how he is not wearing a full beekeeper's outfit
A
from
bee
head to
colony
toe.
under
If he drops
your
them now,
your
they could
floor.
go stinging
Imagine
up
that.
his pant legs and beyond. The next step is to somehow vacuum out all of the insects.
Eh? Oh.
Without inciting the entire hive to swarm. I'm sure there is some kind of technique to this that I'm missing because I don't understand how they're not going berserk at this point. Likewise, when he takes his mask off at 6 minutes and 20 seconds, I'm confused as to why they are so calm. Anyway, with the large queen caught on tape, this hive will not be returning anytime soon. It's surprising
Holy
how the
shit.
others are not rallying to defend their queen, but
Bees
maybe
are so
they know
cool,
it is
bro.
over. So if you hear buzzing under your floorboards,
I want a bee.
don't let the problem build unless
As
you
a
want
pet.
this situation in your bedroom. Number 3. This creepy moment caught on a doorbell cam from Knoxville,
They could kill a bear.
Tennessee, shows a
What?
shadowy creature dart across Brian Hobbs' suburban
How?
yard and then mysteriously disappear.
See that thing on their ass?
Okay, so maybe seeing
The
this
the
mysterious
lost thing
creature
at ones
sighting
or
one
what?
time
Fucking
can be
bear's
explained
allergic to
away
bees.
as a camera glitch, but when the moving shadows returns,
What the fuck is this last thing I need to kill?
materializes into a
A
wild
bee.
animal running the opposite way.
What you
know
playing?
this scary moment could be
Blade
very
Runner.
normal.
I mean, not Blade Runner, fucking Ghost Runner. Blade
It's
Runner.
like, isn't that a movie?
Cam aren't limited to
You're playing a
humans.
movie game?
Number 2, a YouTuber in
Those are never
Australia
good.
called Kaz88
Nah, except the
has a
Spider-Man one.
creature crawling across their wall that's beyond creepy. The spider is so
The
big
one that you
it
would
needs
just
to be put
randomly
in a
fucking
cereal
die all of a
box.
sudden.
But that's not all.
Huntsman whisperer.
Right, I hate how a lot of the early
The
games,
spider lets
touching
forth a
water
terrifying
murdered your ass.
6-second hiss that makes him go wide-eyed
For real?
with fear.
Like I never understood
Thankfully,
why
he does
water
not
would
drop
murder
the
you.
box, like I'm sure most of us would
I
have
mean,
done.
yeah, let's say you
Upon
jump
hearing
in
the
and well,
spidery
yeah, you
scream.
fucking died. But let's
As
say
he's
you
taking
know
it
you touch a little
outside,
bit of
the
it,
spider makes more scary
and then it's like boom,
noises.
dead.
Did we're all secretly the Wicked Witch of the West.
I'm not sure what happens next, but the video ends with the spider silently crawling his way, so hopefully he got
Ooh, a
out in
spooter.
time. I've got a challenge
It's
for
a spooter.
you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next
Let's see how much
5
fight sticks
Tim,
cost.
In my opinion, to be
Fight
identified.
sticks?
He carries with him a
He-
step ladder
Just go
to
get
help
a
him
branch.
get the height he needs to better watch through people's windows. But it's not just anyone he's watching.
I'm not a plebeian,
It's
sir.
unsuspecting kids, and that's what makes him, in my opinion, the scariest creature caught on camera yet.
Okay. You're a witch, baby. Con que no le pega cosas porque esa varita está cara.
Did I tell you what my niece is for Halloween?
No.
She's a Hawaiian Nazi.
A Hawaiian Nazi?
Yeah.
What the hell? Why?
No, it wasn't intentional, but like I immediately thought of it when they sent me the picture of her. She's in the fucking Moana costume,
Yeah.
but she's fucking Sig Heiling. I was just like, hey, Hawaiian Nazi.
The fact he brings accessories
Nazis know how to
with
fun,
him
bro. Have
shows
fun,
he
bro.
must have done this plenty of
Nazis
times
are OP.
beforehand, and now feels pretty comfortable
Well, they
with
were.
it. Probably even
Now they're
has
eradicated,
a well-developed
but-
routine.
Well,
To
not
make things even
eradicated, but they're
scarier,
going extinct
the
little
woman
by
has
little.
caught this creature on
And then my
camera
other niece is like
watching
a
her daughter multiple
basic bitch.
times
She's
throughout the night.
that Billie
According to
Eilish
the
chick.
archives, he came back 5 times in
The what?
2 hours.
Essentially, the Billie Eilish bitch.
This is creepy enough, but the thought of
That's what
being
she's dressed up as.
revisited over and over again as you sleep by
Why?
a complete stranger is beyond
I don't know.
terrifying.
I don't even think she listens to her music. I think she just like sees her on the internet. She's like, she's cool.
He appears to be doing this on a public street late
She
at
looks
night
like
where
she's always
anyone could
sleepy.
walk by. What really gets to me is that he
Because
looks
she's like on
just like
Sat Next or
any
something.
everyday person
She's
you'd
on
pass on
some.
the street. Like he could
Isn't
be
she
anyone hiding
underage?
among us. This might be a
Mhm.
game to him. But I really hope this impossible human is caught soon, because one night I fear he might stop window gazing and climb through the window instead. This list of scary videos is too scary for you to handle watching alone at night, so don't be afraid to grab a friend and share the scares. Number 11.
Fucking Dylan is chilling. This video is too scary for you to watch yourself at night, so don't be scared to grab a friend to watch it with you.
A surprise tiger
Fuck you, I wanna die alone.
caught this creepy sighting on video along the cliffs of Dittifoss, Iceland. They are taking in the sights when they
He just started with the Raid Shadow Legends on October. Like 2 weeks ago. I don't even think he needs them. He has like 5 million
see
followers.
small movements that they find strange. As the explorer gets closer to investigate, they see what they describe as a little creature peering at them from the other side of the cliff. They say nobody else was on the trail at the time. So
You know what I
does this
should
look
put
like
on my
to
videos?
you? It could be the
Not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Come on.
tail of an animal, or maybe somebody holding up a creepy doll, or maybe it really is some kind of humanoid creature holding on for
What's so
its
funny, huh?
life. When they zoom all the way in, they manage to get a glimpse of a head full of dark hair that looks like it could belong to a person, though it could be a doll hair if this is fake. Whatever it is, the unknown creature quietly disappears and is not seen again. Number 10. A man on a motorcycle sees a stranger running on foot and then sees what they are chasing after, their own horse. Without hesitation, the brave man accelerates and quickly catches up to the horse, who bucked its rider and is now running scared. But the sound of the motorcycle scares it further, and they round a turn. It looks like the two are going to collide, which would have not ended well for the man. The creature slows down in its confusion and then takes off again. Meanwhile, the man picks up the owner, and the chase is on again. With the woman still on the back of the bike, they manage to grab the horse by the reins and calm it down long enough to stop. This is a risky maneuver that could have easily
Bro, I
ended
want a
with her
horse.
falling off the bike, so I'm glad it worked out well.
What?
Number 9. Exploring abandoned houses for paranormal
I want a
evidence
horse.
is an activity that's as old as YouTube itself.
But they're
Why do you want a
fucking
horse for?
Video taken in
expensive
August
to
of
maintain.
2005 shows.
I thought you were gonna say to buy. I was like, where would you even put it?
What do you mean?
On the roof with the alligator or what?
I need something to defend my roofs, baby.
I don't think this is fair because
That's your anti-air defense. Fucking horse and an alligator.
Go from right to left across the doorway. It's bizarre,
There's
sure,
not a
but was
better.
it a ghost?
I never told you, dude.
YouTuber called RNK all day.
The other day, it's like you always tell me that, like, you know, like, oh, like I'm so lightweight, like one beer I'm already buzzed, right? Like that's what you said, some shit like that. Like 1 or 2 beers and you're already like
Buzzing, yeah.
buzzed. Well, I got hungover for the first time.
Yeah.
Because I don't drink.
And
but
I wasn't there to witness it.
but I didn't get drunk. That's the thing. Like I had some wine and that's it.
And you got a hungover? I mean,
Dude, the
wine
next
is
day my head
stronger.
was killing me, bro.
Damn. Bro, wine's actually one of the few things that does. It's not.
I know,
supposed to
that's
give-
what I was saying. And that's what I was saying. I was just like, I don't even know if this thing even like had that much alcohol in it. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's more due to like I haven't worn my glasses in a long time.
Mm.
And then I had like stayed up the whole night just like watching anime.
Yeah.
Exploring a creepy building that
So I thought that's why like my head was hurting the next day, but they're like, nah, it's because you drank the wine. I'm like, is it though?
From what I can tell, but what they find is every bit as scary as any ghost
Nah,
video
I've never
you'll
woken
ever
up hungover.
watch.
Like, you know how people wake up with a headache and things like that? I don't wake up with
establishment
headaches
shut down
or
because of
anything.
improper
No?
business
Mm-mm.
operations.
I wake up
People were
fine.
not notified
Completely
about their
fine.
loved ones in a timely fashion, and the remains were often not stored properly at all. As RNK All Day explores the abandoned building, he finds evidence of their misdeeds laying out in the open. Sitting in a battered cupboard box on an old altar is a discarded plastic bag full of what appears to be ashes. There's no way to tell if these are the ashes of someone until you look at the box. That definitely says cremation services. If this is what we think it is, which I think it almost definitely is, then they should be properly placed in an urn, not out in the open like this. And if there are more items like this lying around, then maybe this building is haunted after all.
Bro, if you have a disease, right? Like it's a murdering disease, and they cremate you, does that
Wait,
mean
what? What? A murdering disease?
Like, let's say you
It
have
just
a
makes me kill people?
No. Like,
gives me the sudden urge to just fucking like chop a nigga's head off?
No.
Is that what this is?
No, like you have a disease, right? That's a deadly disease. I should have said deadly,
Oh, okay.
not murdering disease.
I'm just like, holy shit. It's fucking like human rabies.
Fucking start going on a rampage. No, like you have a deadly disease, right? And it's it's airborne, whatever. Or if they touch it, they get it. If they cremate you, and somebody touches your ashes, do you still have it? Like, does your ashes keep that shit? Or like, does heat fucking just burn the shit out of it? Because
It depends on the pathogen, because some pathogens do survive like extreme heat like that.
And they could
But-
stay on the ashes?
Mhm.
I always wondered about that. I'm like, what if, back in the days when the Black Plague was happening and then they burned all the bodies because there were just so many. What if it just became airborne? Well, I think it already was airborne. But
I think that is what happened. Because like they would do that and like a lot more people would get it.
You would get infected.
Because it's not like how they have like the cremation things like how we have it now. We have like vents and shit to like make sure that shit like does
Dies.
not go
Yeah.
where other people are.
Yeah.
And but like for them it's just like, let's just make a pile in the middle of the town. Fuck it.
Fucking burn it all.
Number 7. A YouTuber named Joey Cancialdi.
They set up a little fan to make sure the wind like carried it to the villagers.
Under the covers to be silly. As he is doing so, the thin, bizarre outline of a scrawny shadow person is seen behind him for a split second, and by the time he comes back up, it's gone. Joey is certain that this ghost sighting is real, but I'm wondering if it was just the banister seen a few seconds later. It looks to be in a different position and not as dark, and therefore probably was not it. Number 6. Urban explorers Stacy and Cliff are exploring
gonna
the
see if they
abandoned
find a
Bryce
kazoo.
Hospital, an Alabama asylum that is haunted as can be. Little do they know a shadow person is following
Fetch me a
them all the
kazoo.
while and can be seen caught on video multiple times.
It's a
When they first enter the building,
breakdown.
a paranormal presence compels Stacy to not only look to her left, but to call out as
Bro,
well.
that's gonna be my funeral music. I want all of you boys to be playing a kazoo.
A partially hidden shadow figure stands in the doorway. As soon as she says hello, the screen blurs like movement is near. She feels the need to look again, but this time the mysterious
Which have
shadow
I
figure
fucking
is
killed
gone.
already?
On a different
61.
floor, they see a strange passing shadow move across the doorway. Though this bizarre movement could simply be a trick of the light and not necessarily paranormal. With that said, a few minutes later is when they see the shadow figure one final time. A ghost
Did you ever watch Archer, bro?
without a word,
Yeah.
and as Stacy turns around,
Remember that one where he like
Unadults.
shoves a grenade up his ass
disappears.
and then pulls the pin?
Bro, that show was something else.
Dude, I love that show. It kind of got weird towards like, what was it, the third or fourth season? So I dropped it. But like, oh my god, like prior to that, dude, this thing was like amazing.
Yeah, I would see random
Especially with all the fucking Top Gun references.
I would just see random episodes because of you know, Adult Swim never really passed them in order.
Or sometimes on the ground, strange lights that have never been explained. The mysterious lights don't look like anything made by a person because they are almost as tall as a tree and extremely wide, much bigger than even the largest of spotlights. This next video, taken by the uploader's brother shortly after spending a day at the Skinwalker Ranch, shows an object moving on its own in their basement.
Swinging for 15 minutes now.
More unexplained lights have been haunting his basement. Did something paranormal follow them home? Number 4. Chelsea Luna and her friend James go ghost hunting in an old haunted tunnel from the 1920s. This creepy shadow figure at 18 minutes and 7 seconds is what they find. Everyone says that this is a real ghost sighting, but I'm pretty sure this alleged apparition is simply Chelsea's finger while pointing at something. You can kind of see the rest of her hand when you look close, a split second before it happens. So I think this scary ghost sighting is an accident and not real. Number 3. Crazy George's Bridge is the name of a legendarily haunted location in Tennessee. This bridge overlooks the very same tracks that a man named George once wandered onto and met a terrible fate. Now George's angry ghost chases away anyone who says his name 3 times. Strange magic rituals are also said to be practiced out in the woods to honor his name, and so paranormal activity has become a regular occurrence over the years. Tonight, a brave YouTuber named Mads Entertainment is ready to settle the legend of Crazy George once and for all, and so he goes on a paranormal exploration of the bridge at night from the top to bottom.
Crazy George. Crazy George. Crazy George.
The sound of an approaching engine turns out to be nothing more than oncoming traffic. They refuse to give up the ghost hunt and try to address the paranormal directly by speaking into the night sky.
I completely forgot I had this song on my playlist.
If anyone's here, you can come speak into
Towards the end, it's just a bunch of. It's that one where it's like towards the end, it's just a bunch of sex noises.
They are positive that
I was like listening to it, I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
in the woods, possibly a
The only
manifestation of
possible
black magic
thing that
rituals
could
of
happen.
This shit slaps.
I'm not so sure because I think
And then
it
you
could be
just
an
hear at the end.
animal. Here's the sound again.
Oi.
Let me know what you think this scary voice in the darkness belongs to. Number 2. A YouTuber named Outdoors with Eric patrols his property at night because he suspects a mysterious creature in the woods. It's a scary exploration in a creepy location for sure, but Eric wants to get as much evidence on camera as he can, so he keeps his fear in check and marches forward. At 1 minute and 43 seconds, he hears some really scary noises coming from the woods. I don't know what kind of creature would be up late at night screaming in the darkness. What does it sound like to you? He walks for another minute until the scary noises give him pause again, much louder and closer this time.
Man, you guys hear that?
I think I'm dead inside,
He feels
brother.
watched and zooms in close with his
Bro,
light
same.
camera. You can barely
Whip
make
out the
out
Glocks and the
shape
9
of
millis
his
because I want to
head,
shoot
so
myself.
let me point it out for you.
That is bizarre.
When he
That
plays
is
with the setting,
bizarre.
he gets a much better sighting on the creature, and soon discovers there are 2 of them across the stream.
I like how this feels. Like I have an external battery. And this shit's really good. But it came with like a little baggie. But like just the material that the baggie is, it's like, it feels really good.
Question is, what are they? I've got a
Like
challenge for
they
you.
put a lot of
Since you've
effort
made it this
into the
far,
baggie, bro.
Why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5
That's the battery I would
seconds,
use when
because I upload 4
Pokemon
new
Go first
scary
came out.
videos every week.
Mhm.
If
I
you're
would charge my
curious about
phone
what I look like
so
in
many
real
times
life, then
to
go to my
100%.
Instagram at Dylan is
And remember when we played that?
and tap that follow button to find
What?
out.
Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, bro. Long time ago. It's been a while. I think Dan and Jose are the only ones that still play it.
I don't even think Jose. Last time I talked to Jose, he's like, yeah, I haven't even opened it.
Oh, then Dan. Maybe Leo? I haven't logged in a while either.
In Arizona, when I hear someone say like, "Oh, I'm not gonna vote," it's just kind of like baffling to me.
Like for sure Dan did because like he got the all that from that event, which I didn't even know was going on.
I knew because of Jamie. She still plays it.
He got her into it, and then we just like dipped.
No, she's been playing it all this time.
Nearby has only one topic on its mind.
But yeah.
Can you tell us how many of us are out here? How many people are in the cemetery?
A scary voice of a man comes through their paranormal equipment.
Pretty soon I'll have my instrument with me.
A demon.
You found one?
No, she said when they go to Dollar Tree, she's gonna look for one. And I'm pretty sure Dollar Tree has.
Demon is nearby is frightening to say the least, and possibly more than a creepy coincidence.
Maybe a lot of kids saw that video and they're like, you know what, I need to get me a kazoo, and now they're sold out. And there's a drought all over the U.S.
I can only order it online, and it's gonna take 3 to 5 months for them to ship it because the material is no longer made here in the U.S.
Get ready. We're gonna take a closer look at scary videos that went
Oh,
way
yeah,
too
yeah.
far. Number 5. It's 12:30 at night, and everything is totally quiet and still. But this family household is about to erupt. A concerned woman grabs her husband, and together they begin to search their own home. They find nothing. As soon as the lights go off, it happens again. What do you think is going on? Would you be able to guess what's being done to you if you were them? If you thought it was a ghost, you're wrong.
Have you seen like the new
Access to their webcam and is
sort of like
loud noises to
redesign of like Anthem?
It's a terrifying trend
No.
that has been happening for years.
It
but has
looks
only
straight up
been
like
on
Destiny.
upswing again
Really?
lately. 1 minute
Yeah.
you were fast
It's 'cause
asleep.
I think it's the new design. I don't know if it was the concept
Destiny
for like
has-
what they're doing with.
Yeah, Destiny has good graphics. Like that's never been a complaint. It's just what you can do. Everything feels, I guess after like a month, everything just feels repetitive.
Mhm. Because it is like you do it, you have to do the same thing over and over just to get better stuff.
Yeah.
And then once you do get that better stuff, it's like what? It's like what do you do now? The thing that kept you in there was trying to get that gear,
Yeah.
and that's about it. There's something you could do past that once you get that gear.
And then Trials, it was only on the weekend apparently, and then
Trials was my shit though.
well, you had the Crucible, but you know you would randomly get people that can just murder you with just looking at you.
The hacker trolls him with weird questions like what video
From
games
across
he likes
the
to
map.
play, and at 40 seconds you can see him bite his nails nervously.
And that's the thing with the
as he
Crucible
thinks
too. It's
about
like if
what
you
to
didn't
do
have the fucking
next.
weapon
Eventually decides
that's
to
like
stand
destroying
on the
everything,
counter and disable
well, it's
the
good luck
weapon
on trying to have fun.
at 57 seconds. He thinks he's safe now and lets his guard down. I don't know what he says here, but he's freaked out, and I think he's telling someone to call his mom. As he runs through the hallway with his phone out, biting his nails some more, he forgot about the second security cam watching him.
What's up, homie? I still see you.
He runs into his room as soon as he hears the hacker turning the webcam in his direction, successfully intimidating him in his own home.
Wow.
The two sound roughly the same age,
That sucks,
and it's
bro.
obviously that whoever is watching enjoys a sense of power.
Like,
if this happened to me,
this family has
I don't
cameras,
care
right,
how
in their
many
house,
times I reset the password, I would always
and
feel
someone
like
hacked into their cameras, and it's scaring the kid, like, hey, what's up, homie, I still see you.
I was being watched and never truly safe.
That's kind of
again.
fucked up.
Yeah.
And here things are getting into way too far territory.
I would totally do that,
I can
but
only imagine what kind of issues this experience is going to do to her in the long run. You can hear the exact moment she becomes scared. It's definitely way too far.
And now
Fills
somebody's
her head
scaring a
with
little girl.
confusion to make it worse. Her hands are already folded over her stomach with fear, and he doesn't care.
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus.
The way she calls for help is so innocent that I really feel bad for her. This is definitely taking it way too far in my opinion.
See, I wouldn't put cameras in the
Number
rooms.
4.
I would just
Out
put
in the
cameras
woods sits an
outside
old house with a
in every corner of the
reputation that I'm
house.
sure you'll recognize.
Mhm.
This is where none other
Fuck
than
having
the
cameras
Blair
inside.
Witch
That shit can
itself is
happen.
said to
People
frequently
just
reside.
hack into shit.
I've always been under the impression that the forest creature was simply a
Like,
it's like
no-
they hack into your outside cameras, like, got a nice yard.
Yeah,
thank you.
babe. Appreciate it. It's like, no matter how secured your program is, there's always somebody out there better that sees it as a challenge. Like, no matter how much you advance, there's always someone better out there.
After getting lost
Scary
in the
shit.
woods,
Bigger fish.
they finally find the Blair
It's always
Witch
a bigger
house and
fish.
cautiously step inside. The walls have writing on them from previous visitors, but something else seems to have never left and now watches from afar. Clumps of black hair in the sink, long and unkept, evidence of the Blair Witch, or at least proof that they are not alone. As they examine it, they see something is peeking through the window at them at 7 minutes and 36 seconds. 6 seconds later, it's just an empty black space again. And when they walk into another room, the EMF indicates more activity at the far window, just as a mysterious white light appears. I wouldn't be surprised if the witch was watching from behind those drapes, but for some reason, they don't check, perhaps out of fear. Jay doesn't get any more EMF readings inside of this room in particular, and I think that's because it's not in there with them, but rather watching from someplace outside. Soon, Jay feels himself being pulled back.
I told you I saw this funny, like, Genshin Impact video.
Hmm?
I saw this funny Genshin Impact video.
What was it?
It's like the guy went up to, like, you know, the NPC to, like, talk to them.
Yeah.
But there was, like, an enemy coming in the distance. And like, you know, it goes into, like, the little dialogue, like a little cutscene.
Yeah.
But the enemy is still there and just fucking smacks the shit out of him. He goes flying.
Bro, that game.
There's
could've
another one
been-
where, like, this bitch got killed by a slime.
Oh god. That game could have been so much more, bro. Oh well. Now it's just a matter of waiting for Elion.
Want me to go in this room again? Make this meter go off if this is the room you want me in. Thank
I have
you.
little doubt that Jay forms a true paranormal connection here, because the timing is
Oh,
too
shit.
perfect. Not to mention, it confirms its presence twice.
So this is the room that we're supposed to be in?
In this room is a large dirty window that is difficult to see out of. At precisely 11 minutes is when the outline of a tall woman is barely visible.
So something definitely...
Meanwhile, something guides Jay towards the closet where a traumatic event no doubt once occurred.
Is this the closet that you told us about?
Something in there is standing in front of him, a child who lost its life at the hands of the Blair Witch, who is showing Jay to the very same spot they lost their life at.
Where'd you go? Oh.
And if you listen closely at 11 minutes and 47 seconds, you'll hear the ghost whisper "hey" right before the meter spikes as high as it can.
Where'd you go? Oh.
Jay continues to receive flashing lights at exactly the right time. It's like he's really having a conversation.
Make that
It's
meter
okay,
go
brother.
up if you
It's
want
not
me
your
to
fault.
pull out the spirit box and talk to you.
Nothing's okay.
Thank you.
In this
The EMF continues
fucking
to pulse in a
mess
steady
of world that we live in.
as Jay sets down
This
the
sitcom.
ground rules. No following him home, no possessions.
You're not allowed to attach to us or follow us home, though, okay?
It glows more excitedly as he reaches to turn on the spirit box, and when he does, the spirit whispers this quick warning, followed by a mysterious black spirit orb that gives me a bad feeling. And when they ask the child what happened in the closet,
Did something happen in that hallway closet?
Ya lo vi. ¿Qué está haciendo Naomi? Pues sí, pues qué querías. ¿Eh? No creo. Pues sí. Pero para mí que como quiera va a haber gente. Aquí no creo que vaya a haber nadie, nadie decoró. No, pero pues nadie hizo nada.
this creepy laugh is their only reply. They pick the EMF meter off the ground and confirm the presence of a boy standing right in front of them. In no other room do they experience this much electromagnetic activity. A sweep of the other rooms detects nothing paranormal. Now the only place left to explore is the screened-in front porch, which they can only get into from the outside. As they approach at 29 minutes and 44 seconds, you can see that nothing is in the front of the door, yet the bottom half of the door is mysteriously stuck shut. And when Kevin makes a comment as to why the door isn't opening,
I don't know, all those...
Spread on these hinges that the door is going to open for you.
it suddenly opens effortlessly.
That just...
Yeah.
Like, you witnessed that.
Yeah.
What in the world just happened?
I don't know if that was paranormal or just a jammed door coming loose, but given the timing of everything else, I'm going with spirits. The inside smells like something freshly burning, even though the chimney hasn't been used in quite some time, even though they couldn't smell anything through the other side of the screen. And as they stop to investigate it, they catch a fleeting glimpse of this tall figure covered in rags behind them. They leave not knowing how close they came to seeing it for themselves. Something is certainly still living here, and if it's not the Blair Witch itself, then it's something close enough, and maybe even worse. Number 3. As the name of his YouTube channel would suggest, Abroad in Japan provides helpful advice meant for anyone planning an extended stay in the country of Japan. Chris has lived there for over 7 years, and most of his videos deal with common topics, such as cultural differences and spending tips. 2 videos in particular, however, chronicle his experiences with Japan's supernatural.
Are you looking to build a computer from scratch or upgrading an
Bro.
old one? Recycled software is there for you.
Bro, come on, YouTube. It gave me an ad about building a computer. It's like, bro, I have not searched anything about building a computer. I simply asked you if I should start looking at stuff right now or next year.
Is that what you asked me?
A while, like 30 minutes ago or so. I think you were doing something, so then I just didn't say anything. I was like, okay.
Oh.
But it just gave me an ad about that. Are you looking to build a computer for cheap?
Joey, in
Bro.
search of an eerily abandoned tunnel that's rumored to be haunted. They don't
At
know
least
much
give it to
about
me
its
another
history,
day, not
but
in the
one look at
fucking
how
same
narrow
hour.
it is, and it's hard to imagine a car squeezing through. The tunnel was apparently abandoned after too many lives were ended by unsafe driving.
I don't really think they care anymore at this point.
Becoming more overgrown with each day.
I don't think the people care either, because I think a lot of people even like mention it, and we just like kind of like, whatever.
Spirit of someone who lost their life here. It's looking up towards the sky and pale skin. Even the
What are we gonna do? Go over there and tell them, hey, stop it.
Get some help.
To get this over with so they can leave. As they are contemplating what all of this means, their camera records even more evidence that something is nearby. It's a soft voice whispering something in Japanese. Tell me if you can understand. I think it's real because the voice echoes off the tunnel walls. The exit is only a short distance away, so there's no big dramatic dash to safety or anything like that. They are suitably freaked out by now, and when they go to leave, this mysterious third person, shadow figure to be precise, is waiting for them at the end. Oh, and there's one other odd discovery in the haunted tunnel that I forgot to mention. Don't even want to know what this mysterious device was used for. It looks like it goes around a wrist or on an ankle and doesn't come off. So as strange as this paranormal encounter was, it was only scary enough to teach Chris his lesson for a year or two. February 16th, 2020 is when Chris stayed in Japan's most haunted hotel, a place known only as the Ryaku Fuso Inn. This is where the spirit of a young boy has been roaming the wealthiest people in Japan for over 600 years. That's a long time to be a troublesome little ghost. And by now he's gotten pretty good at his job. So what Chris sees that night should come as no surprise. This is where the spirit of a young boy has been haunting the wealthiest people in Japan for over 600 years.
Don't do
That's
it.
a long time to be a
Plus, I
troublesome
want to
little
take a
ghost.
nap.
And by now he's gotten pretty good at his job. So what Chris sees that night should come as no surprise. He and his friend wait until after hours to visit the memorial, where the boy is said to frequent, a shrine built in his name to
Don't make
keep him from
promises you
becoming
can't
evil
keep.
and cursed. I think I see the outline of a boy looking at them in the blue window above as one of them kneels down at the altar, and they must have done something wrong because this happens.
Dude, I'm like so glad like these things have been like fucking been sold out. All these like graphics cards and shit.
Why? Because you would have bought him one?
I would have bought him one, and then like this new one just like AMD just announced their shit, and I want their shit now.
I could move my body, and I heard someone like kind of
I don't know.
on my chest, and then and he or she, whoever, touched my cheek.
Bro, you know how you said you were drinking wine? I'm getting a wine ad now.
I'm not sure if this last part is a paranormal encounter or sleep paralysis,
Does it look good?
condition in which people are unable to move, and
I'm like to say, at least look good.
see a shadow
Bought
figure
a
moving
wine or
towards
bought a
them.
box.
Number
It was wine in a
2,
box.
April and Kevin have a YouTube channel called
Fucking
AK
ads. I wonder what the next one's gonna be.
Explorations.
I'm
Team
actually
up with
looking
some of
forward
their
to it.
ghost hunting friends to
Ain't no
take on
beats,
the
ain't no
Florida
beats, ain't no
Grand
beats, ain't no
Opera
beats, ain't no
House,
beats, ain't no
a
beats, ain't no
historic
beats.
location
Let's see.
established in 1884 that is rumored to have acquired
Give the people what they want.
135 years. April stands behind the scenes and gazes upon a row after row of empty seats. She's busy taking in the
You're like
sights
the
as
Donald
she
Trump ad.
captures this paranormal
Just
moment on camera.
close enough.
Close.
4 minutes and 48 seconds, a shadow figure walks between the red curtains on the other side of the opera.
And I have
thinking
not
that this
Googled
could have
wine. I
just
don't
been the
Google wine.
shadow of one of the
Fucking
other
thing.
people she was with, except for 3 things. First, there's also a passing shadow on her side of the room at 4 minutes and 46 seconds. It happens next to her, in exactly 2 seconds before it happens again on the other side of the room. Second, there's a really weird noise before the shadow person appears. She kind of makes a sigh, but there's also like a shrieking noise or something at the same time.
Where am I supposed to look at? Put a circle for me.
Third of all, these orbs appear when she tries to tell Kevin about the experience.
Who's back there? I waited. I saw someone walk back there.
Next, they go to the balcony seats, and a strange feeling overtakes April at 7 minutes and 27 seconds. This strange white anomaly appears 2 seconds after she says she doesn't feel normal up here. It does look like a floating hair, but it also kind of looks like a phantom outline walking down the steps. The feeling grows so strong that she needs to step away and regather her thoughts. She turns around and is sure she's
Come on, I
being
feel it in
watched
this kill.
again,
Give
and
it to
I'm
me.
almost sure I see the
Give
curtains move right
it
where
to
she
me,
believes
baby.
it to be.
Guys, it feels really weird.
Nope.
Chelsea's doing her office down here.
When AK Explorations aren't exploring fancy operas, they are usually busy investigating much less sophisticated haunts, like this chicken farm in the middle of nowhere. Eyes are on them from afar before they've even stepped foot inside, hopefully those of a wild animal rather than a restless spirit, though probably the latter based on what they soon encounter.
Middle of the night, by herself.
April immediately feels watched as they enter the abandoned home. She turns around and her light barely manages to catch more eyes, along with whatever this is.
Sorry, I heard something behind me.
It's a different color than the surrounding green plants, and it looks much closer than anything else, possibly even on the porch with her. She doesn't notice and moves on. Inside, all of the windows are blacked out, so that no light gets through. Though I don't know why anyone would choose to do this, and I was hoping you might have a reason for it. In the corner of the living room is a knotted rope surrounded by flies. I don't know what happened here, but I'm glad they didn't check to see what's inside the black garbage bag right next to the rope. Next, April and Kevin sweep over the house with a black light to see if there are any signs of a struggle. Sure enough, at 10 minutes and 33 seconds, they find a red stain on the bed that is not visible without their equipment. A second similar red stain is found on the mattress at 10 minutes.
Tonight, I'll be eating crab cakes with spicy aioli. Thank you.
Minutes and 42 seconds.
Raymond.
So something happened here.
I asked my friend the other day, and I don't know if I ever asked you. It's like, what's in your top 5 in anime? When it comes to anime, what's your top 5?
Top 5, like of all time or
all time?
All time.
I didn't hear anything at first, but soon a strange hum fills the air. This house has no power, so nothing should be humming at all. You really hear.
Or would it be easier like for like more recent ones? Cause like to go back.
Yeah, there's a lot.
To like Yu Yu Hakusho, fucking Inuyasha, Trigun, fucking Samurai Champloo.
Like there's so many if you would go that far back.
So I guess like more recent years.
Recent. Alright, if we don't
I would
go...
say like in the 2010s.
From 2010
It's a noise they do not hear until they watch the video much later. Looking back, all they knew was that it was time to leave. I've got a challenge for you. Why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my
definitely
Instagram and tap that follow button
like recent.
I was gonna say I don't think anyone will kill you for having an opinion, bro.
Like one of them was Sword Art. Sword Art Online. That has to be one of my favorite ones that's not from my childhood.
developers down
Yeah.
there for more than 7 years. It's all
After
well
Sword
documented
Art,
on their
it
YouTube
would have
channel.
to start
I
going
encourage you to watch
to.
all the evidence for yourself. But for now, Chills has picked out some videos to help get you started. Ones that make you the most curious. This early encounter takes place on May 17th.
Because right now, everything I'm thinking of is what I've seen this year.
Back when he was less
Because everything's
used to
been
it and
so
more
good.
afraid. Arky is looking down the steps when something on his spirit box encourages him.
Well, some of the stuff you've seen from this year is not from this year.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
True.
Another language that I need your help to translate.
Like Violet Evergarden? That was not this year.
Yeah.
That shit's.
You are a demon.
Hit the spot.
Arky says down the steps. It sounds like a statement, but it's actually
I would say
something he has always wanted
after
to
Sword
know.
Art,
It
I would
never says
say
anything back, but this time it does show
it
a
would
sign
have
that
to be.
yes, it is one indeed.
Let me see. Let me go over my Crunchy. It's because it's hard to decide.
The light turns on behind him, even though he is nowhere near the switch, and it continues to do so as he films in stunned amazement.
Who are you? Say your name.
Suddenly, his cats rush up the steps like they are running away from something, though I suspect they could have been chasing each other. He crosses the room at 1 minute and 48 seconds. The lights seem to move on their own while an orb also comes close. It can't be him moving the lights because one hand is on the camera and the other is flipping the switch to no avail. I was thinking that maybe somebody was controlling the real light switch from the other room, but at 1 minute and 58 seconds, the light seems to glow even brighter than before, and he sounds noticeably
This guy sounds so
upset as
depressing.
he steps away.
Raymond, your mic's not muted if you're talking about me.
Damn. Sorry about that.
Great.
So when I saw the other day, it's like, regardless of the hostage situation, sometimes it's just nice to be held.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, homie.
Are you okay?
Whenever he thinks it's near, pestering it with the same question for weeks on end. Finally, on December 16th, 2014, it gives a clear response, and I'm talking more than a simple yes or no.
Let's see.
The way it answers in a full sentence exactly 5 seconds after being
Well, definitely
asked is all
also
about the
Shield
paranormal
Hero.
proof I
That's
need
up
to
there.
conclude this is real.
My Hero Academia
Oh,
let me
really?
down recently, so I don't know.
By October 12th,
I don't know about that one.
I don't know, man. People are saying this is the best anime ever created, bro.
Overlord is up there too, but Snafu's definitely up there as well. Like it really depends the criteria, you know. Like I guess that's what it really depends on.
It's like plot,
Is it plot,
characters,
Oh man, this is incredible.
storyline?
His newborn baby is not the only one affected. The spirit
Animation.
seems to hover around his daughter as well.
Like it's
The way
hard
it
to give a
appears
top
from
10.
behind, goes to the side, and
I
then
mean top
appears
5.
to admire her is going way too far.
Would it be easier for a top 10?
I don't know why Arky
Maybe.
hasn't moved out yet, but I suspect that he may be strangely obsessed with studying it, and at this point possibly even has
This
become
poor guy got all
sentimental.
scared.
He's given
Uncut Safiro.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, but you liked it last night.
Live TV can be scary when something goes
Well, since
wrong,
he doesn't really watch as much anime as we do,
but so does the fear.
his list was very simple.
12.
What was it?
I don't think he said that they were in order, but he said Food Wars,
Okay.
Violet Evergarden,
and let the train pass by for dramatic
Kaguya?
effect. The only problem is she can't look
Nisekoi?
over her shoulder because it'll ruin the shot.
And
She has to guess
fuck
how
was that other
close
one?
the train is, and her estimations are a little
It's another
off.
one. But I completely forgot what it was.
She manages to take 2 steps and is barely off
Oh,
the
Vinland
tracks
Saga.
when the
Yeah.
train flies by. This could have ended a lot differently, and there would have been absolutely nothing for
Not
the
bad.
cameraman to do to stop it. Number 11. This news reporter thinks he has an easy day reporting live from a bug exhibit at the Museum of National History. He and his crew decide to make the story more interesting to look at by putting a large exotic moth on his vest before they begin the broadcast, kind of as a joke. It's called an African moon moth, and as they learn more about them, the bug crawls up his neck and cozies up next to his ear. The news
I think I'm with you too. Like I wouldn't know what my top 5 favorite of all time would be.
motion with its wings.
I really wouldn't know. Like, I can name you a lot that I like. It was like, if try and put them in an order like that, and
yeah,
be rough.
In his ear that he mistakes for teeth.
Oh, it bit me. No, it didn't.
But the reality is so much worse. As he was leaving, a museum worker noticed
I love going into like
sacks embedded in his ear.
threads about anime, and it's like all of them. There's always people talking about like how surprisingly good the plot of like some hentai are.
No doubt deposited there from the African moon moth. They already look big in my opinion. I wonder if they grow into the skin and leach nutrients. I'm glad the reporter found the eggs before they hatch and possibly crawled deeper inside. Number 10. The Pope is making one of his famous balcony appearances. He looks completely normal while waving to an adoring crowd below. I see him at the window in a dark room behind him, completely 3-dimensional, right? Well, explain this.
Dude, is it not? He's gone. Oh my.
When played frame by frame, it kind of seems like a hologram. He doesn't go deeper into the room, he just turns off. This was broadcast on live news, and I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference unless someone pointed it out to me. I don't know if they're doing this for security purposes or what, but it's creepy. I can only wonder how many other times we have been looking at not a famous person, but rather their perfect duplicate image. Number 9. A woman is reporting on the edge of the forest when a mysterious animal crosses her path and actually turns her way at 23 seconds. She thinks that it's a dog at first, but grows less certain as she gets a better look at its face, which we never see. But what do you think it is?
I think it's a dog. I'm not sure. Anyway.
From this angle, it kind of looks like the tail and ears of a juvenile mountain lion, until you look at the paws, which are too small for a wildcat, so it probably was a coyote. Because if this was a domesticated animal, then it should have been more friendly, especially if it was lost. This one just walks right by her without even wagging its tail. A wild animal probably wouldn't approach a person at all, unless it was really out of it. So I guess rabies isn't out of the question. Number 8. Debbie Merrick goes on live television to do an interview about a doll that is so possessed, she doesn't even want to look at it. She has only had it for a month and already mysterious things have been happening. Small scratches on her family and friends after they visit her home. As Debbie describes the story behind how she acquired the doll, something bizarre happened.
Yeah, hands up, I bought them to resell.
That chair's beginning to rock.
And I'm getting a beer ad commercial.
Oh, what?
A beer commercial?
Look at that.
Who's doing that? Stop it. Who's doing that?
Did we talk about beer?
I told Jamie to bring me beer.
Almost as if the doll is rocking back and forth. Pleased at the
Again for
attention
like a
she
split
is
second.
receiving.
Where
Could
my
be a
anal beats though.
publicity stunt, but I don't see how. The doll is pretty much in the middle of the floor with no room for anyone to move the chair without immediately being noticed.
¿Qué? Pues si quieres ir a darles. No le importa su vida.
The doll itself looks really creepy. I don't like how one pupil appears larger than the other. I've never seen that before, and hopefully I never see it again. Number 7. A weatherman in Mississippi ironically becomes affected by his own forecast when high winds shut off the power to his studio. Now they are on a backup generator, and he has to manually turn on his weather monitoring equipment to regain control of the situation. His weather monitor reconnects just in time to show him a massive tornado that's heading their way.
Tower cam. There's a damaging tornado on the ground right now.
He tries to keep his composure, but as a meteorologist, he knows the severity of the storm and that they might not pull through.
The significant tornado touchdown. Now. Basement now. Go. Now.
When the weatherman is this
Okay. Son de Jamie.
worried, you know you're in trouble. Everyone got to safety in time, but sadly...
¿Qué? ¿Qué?
30 people lost their lives from this tornado, so his panic was not an overreaction. Number 6. On February 3rd, 2020, this large round object appears on live television. Hovering over Chilca, Peru, a crowd has gathered to watch, and soon they figure out how to interact. Every time they shine these green lights at it, the object seems to respond. It starts off low over the water, so I wasn't sure if it was someone with a spotlight or not.
A ver, traigan la cámara, traigan la cámara de Radio Capital. Ahí está, miren.
But soon it's high up in the air, way too high to be a boat. When the sky lights up at 16 minutes and 39 seconds, it looks like a big blast. That's not a flashlight. And get this, it makes no sound the whole time.
Lo alumbra, te das cuenta, no está posado en el cerro. Miren, ahí está, oye. ¿Viste? ¿Viste? Está grabado, está grabado.
I really hope that this is just a high-powered light and not an extraterrestrial encounter that leaves them with long-term effects. If this is fake, tell me how you think it was pulled off. Number 5. Emergency workers gather outside of a room where something terrible has happened and lives were possibly lost. As the camera zooms in, it catches a scary-looking figure peering back at them. Its neck twisted so many times that it has become long and thin. The closer they zoom in, the more facial detail I see. Its face is half shrouded in darkness, but I can see the eyes, and it has tall black hair. Or maybe it's simply a crack in the wall. Number 4. This live broadcast shows a British official holding a red binder as he leaves a building. An associate walks in front of him to block the media, and when he walks behind this car, he emerges with a binder that is now...
What the hell?
Votar es tu derecho y tu deber. El condado de Cameron facilita y hace lo posible para que salga.
Green. Both binders have a distinctive gold seal on the front and appear to be the same one. The only explanation I have is that he handed his assistant the red binder in exchange for a green one. But that would take longer than a couple seconds behind the car to do so. I also don't see how this could be a camera glitch. There is still no official explanation for this from the news station or British officials. So how do you think this unsolved mystery happened? Number 3.
Well,
A YouTuber named You Want Sun catches an eerie moment on live TV when this news anchor has a problem unlike any I've seen. She sounds normal the entire time, but she starts blinking excessively, followed by this.
Is reporting a record turnout at this point. Nevada and Nebraska are also showing that Democrats are getting a jump on early voting. In Washington, I'm Susan Roberts. Ron and Mary.
Pause.
I've seen videos where both eyes change into a creepy off color before, but I've never seen a video where one eye stays the same and one eye does whatever this is. Also, they cut away from her as soon as it happens, which makes Yuwat's son wonder what exactly happened here. I think it's possible, but I'm not sure, so I'd like to get your thoughts. Was this a glitch or something way worse? Number 2, there's one thing I bet this weather woman forgot to mention in today's live forecast, something you'll never be able to guess.
Oh my gosh, that was creepy. Oh, of course he had to be right on my head. Oh, I just don't like that.
Spiders. One has begun its web across the camera used for green screen footage. Now it looks like a giant because of an accidental close-up
There's
shot.
a lady's like doing the news, and when they cut over to the green screen, there's like a huge spider, but it got in the green screen that they use, so it looks like it's a huge spider, but it's just a small spider.
In place are perfect as it's
I take it they had a heart attack.
The lady did. She's like, oh my god.
During the fade out. Believe it or not, this isn't the only time something like this has happened. Watch this part and tell me if he gets more scared than she did.
But it's the prolonged dry spell, and now we're going to continue with the dry spell and get the real heat. Whoa. Whoa!
This time a spider runs down, touches a news anchor 3 times in rapid succession, his screams becoming more surprised each time, and then it runs away. In reality, it's just weaving a web, but it's a crazy coincidence how it seems to crawl towards his head and then down his shirt. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this fume, go to my Dylan is when she's approached by the Grim Reaper itself. Okay, it's more like a guy.
Trick, say trick, oh.
We are fascinating. We launch rockets to Mars. We also do this. Yoga is made for all of us, helping you to create and to keep.
I dressed wearing a cheesy Grim Reaper costume. Plastic goes out in public. This mashup. These videos are some of the scariest on the internet in my opinion, so I made this mashup. Let me know how far you make it before you're too scared to continue. What happens when a ghost dislikes the show you're watching on TV? Becky Sims posted this clip of her son Ben to Facebook in 2019. Becky writes, "He kept flinging his arm and kept repeating ta, and look what I captured. I literally couldn't believe what I saw." Ben looks like he's battling with some unseen force that's trying to take the remote. His arms fling back and he shouts, as though something is attempting to yank it out of his hands. At the end of the video, the remote appears to nearly leave his hands entirely, as whatever is grappling with it tries one more time to pull the remote from the kid. Guess this unseen phantom has had enough of Dora the Explorer. Something tells me there's a nicer way to handle that though. You've all heard of the Headless Horseman, but have you heard of the Headless Errand Boy? Published to YouTube in February of 2020, this clip will have you doing a double take. The clip shows what appears to be a man without a head in Asia carrying a shopping bag as if just running some errands. He walks out into traffic and slides between 2 cars to cross the street. No one around seems to notice the oddity. The fact that he's without a head phases no one. The car he cuts in front of even beats loudly.
Apparently a dude
Just
walking in
hurrying to
Asia
get
without
out
a
of
head,
their way.
and nobody seems to say anything.
So are our eyes deceiving us? Or is this just some fancy edit? This one has me scratching my head. There's nothing like Russian dashcam videos. They're usually next level crazy. This video clip is no different. A red Volkswagen is seen cutting off the driver with the dash cam and another car in front of him. So when they reach a red light, the driver decides to rev his engine and pass the Volkswagen. Big mistake. After they pass him, the Volkswagen speeds up again to pull around the driver and cuts him off, blocking his way forward. Then a man dressed in black gets out of his vehicle to confront the dashcam driver. After a very brief exchange of pleasantries, the Volkswagen owner opens the trunk of his vehicle and reaches for a golf club.
I got excited for a second.
What?
Nothing
The
good.
faintest confrontation in Russia on the road can lead to brutal results. Of your vehicle, at least. Things have been known to quickly escalate on the Russian roads. When you aren't sure if your imagination is playing tricks on you, post to Reddit to get another perspective. That's what this group of friends did after experiencing this strange happening. Posted by
Lame.
subreddit.
I just want the cape, bro. Like, is that too much?
At his house, they heard something pound at the door.
Is that too much to ask for?
Wondering what it was, they decided to pursue it. After leaving their room, they spot something dark peeking around the corner at the end of the hall.
I'm gonna take a break, bro.
No, you're not.
Darts out of sight
Yeah.
as the boys chase
No, you're
after it, turning the corner.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're good.
Getting off my chair.
You're good.
The pet dog that
You're
accompanied
good.
them, when from behind a garbage
Look at this
can,
mouse. Look at it go
rolls into
to the bottom left.
thrust
Get
by
power.
Archer's arm.
Jay. Alright, man.
You're gonna be on later?
I'll still be on. I'm just gonna stop the stream so I can watch the video better.
Alright.
Alright, man.
Talk to you later, homie.
Let's see what
Later,
Reddit
man.
thinks. The lovely Raven 313 writes, either way, this video sent a spine-tingling sensation down my